Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast. This is episode 56. Got the Colonel with me, got Pancheezy, Rick Dom. We jumping right into things. Comic Con weekend. Comic Con is wrapping up right now as we speak. Sellers are trying to sell off the last of their stock for the lowest prices. And people are roaming around the con trying to grab the last things to keep or scalp. So, Fabio, you was there this weekend. How was it?
This weekend is an overstatement. I was there for 4 hours on Thursday.
Wow.
Basically, I have a friend who he's running a booth at the VR and Tech Pavilion, which is at the Omni Hotel. And the way it worked is that everybody kind of was on shifts running the booth for like 3-hour shifts. So whoever was running the booth for those 3 hours, their pass was basically available because they weren't actually at the con. They were kind of outside of it. So for those 3 hours, I was able to borrow somebody's pass. I kind of pushed it to 4, which I felt kind of bad about. But I was just running around trying to get a few interviews with whoever was available. So I got Pierre from Mezco, I got Dwight from Hasbro, and Randy from NECA. I ran around to Diamond, but it looked like there's a few people in front of me trying to get interviews. So I didn't want to waste time waiting around, and I just made my way back across to try to get somebody else. And that's when I got
Was Zach there?
Hasbro. Yeah, I saw him, but I think he was in the middle of a Pixel Dan interview, actually. So I didn't know how long that was going to take. I didn't want to just wait around. So available.
Pixel Dan! Minifigure madness.
Vinny figure madness. That's their new thing. Is those Vinny mates?
The Vinny mates, huh?
Yeah. No, it was good. I basically was trying to get as much done as possible, as quick as possible. So I had to fight a couple like tech difficulties. My friend that was running the booth was on his break, and I borrowed his manager's pass. So the two of us went in together. He ran camera for a couple hours for me, and then he kind of got sick of it because, it's kind of exhausting holding the camera and trying to get B-roll and all that stuff. And that's not really what he does. So I understood that. He wanted to go meet up with a friend of his outside of the con. So I kind of just one-manned it for the Dwight interview. But luckily, I think his name is Chris, the other dude that runs Hasbro Marvel Legends, the Asian.
I was about to ask you about that, actually. Every con, I see some new people working with Marvel Legends. What the hell's going on over there?
I think it was the same 3 dudes this time. So this is an unprecedented streak that they've got going where 2 years in a row they've got the same team.
There was that bald guy who's like really way too into the prop stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was new, right?
I see him there, so there might be a reason for that.
He was new, though, right?
He was new last year.
All right.
Well, luckily, I had Dwight on camera, and the other dude was able to actually hold the camera for me, which is just my phone. So got a nice little interview with Dwight, just trying to run down basically just the new stuff, because they actually had a lot of old stuff on display, at least when I went on Thursday. It wasn't until like Friday, Saturday, they started revealing a lot more new stuff, like the rest of the vintage line and the other vehicle for the Return of the Riders line or whatever. But I did ask a few things that I had saw pop up in the community, as far as like, hey, why does Black Widow have those dumb bracelets instead of like her regular bullet bracelets? Does that mean that fucking Disney is stepping in and making you nerf everything? And they're like, no, that's not true. This is just one particular look we're going with. And it turns out that the vintage line actually has the bullet bracelet, so that's not even an issue. What I thought was interesting is that they're using a new body mold for that new Black Widow on the motorcycle. She's got like biker leathers on.
You know what? Let's rewind for a second and touch on Spider-Man: Homecoming with spoilers real quick before we actually get into the con shit. I see Pharaoh is here. He hasn't been here in a minute.
Okay.
But I guess we could go over shit that we got as we talk about the con stuff. But I don't know, favorite scene in Spider-Man: Homecoming. Everybody here saw it, right? Yeah, we all saw it multiple times, I'm sure.
At this point, yeah.
Favorite scene, P? Spider-Man?
Let's see. In terms of like important scenes, I recently just rewatched it again today, merely hours ago. I felt like we were
hours ago.
Fresh take. We got a hot take from Pancho.
I really, really like the scene where like he's underneath all the rubble, and like he is the most vulnerable he is in the entire movie, because that's so
he
much.
Legit was crying under there, huh?
Yeah, he was like legit begging for his life underneath all that rubble, man, and like that grounded him so much in exactly the place he needs to be. Street level hero, literally just a kid, who to that point could have particularly been over his head. And that was like one of the most like that's one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie, just for character building alone. Period. That's what I like. And then like he overcomes all his fears and doubts, and then lifts all the rubble and continues to save the day. Really great.
Rubble, rubble, rubble.
Exactly.
Rubble, rubble, toil and trouble.
What you thought, Pharaoh? What you thought about the movie? Because you wasn't even here last week to even initially talk about it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Unfortunately.
I liked it. I had some problems with it, but I liked it. I thought that the direction they're going in with him, it makes sense. You know, I mean, I thought it was funny when it needed to be funny. I mean, initially, I guess pretty much how most people feel about it, as far as if you like it, that's pretty much how I feel. I think that but I did have problems with the movie. I don't think, you know, I think a lot of people are like, oh, this is great. And I don't, it wasn't great. It was good, but I don't think it was great. That's
But
pretty
why?
much how I
Why
feel.
don't you think it's great, Pharaoh?
Well, because I mean, because I don't know, it was okay. It's I didn't like certain character choices. I definitely did not like Flash. Well, I mean, he was still an ass, but I just didn't. I don't know. I wanted the old school Flash.
Well, I mean,
Thompson.
the problem was he just never looked like Peter cared.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He never looked like he cared. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That was a little troubling to me. I didn't like the setup for Spider-Man to have a purpose, like to fight the Vulture in the end. I didn't like the fact that, like, I think I mentioned it on Facebook. I didn't like the fact that Iron Man didn't have any iron escorts for all of that shit that he had. I mean, arc reactors and suits and all type of shit. I'd have thought he would have cared a little more to protect his shit. You know what I mean? I mean, they'll escort a person, or the Iron Legion, but you know, all this high tech shit, nobody was on the plane, and I don't know. I think he was able to, like, when he redirected the signal with the drone. I don't think I really liked that either. That was kind of, I mean, the amount of power that plane would probably take alone, and the signals that plane was pulling in. I don't think that a drone that size would have been able to reproduce it. I don't know. I didn't like the fact that when he was inside that secure facility that was picking up all of the alien shit. I mean, you would think that would have had a little more, I don't know, like some more guards, or be a little more guarded than what it was. I mean, I don't know. It's just small problems that I
I
had
think
with
I
it.
heard you say that you didn't like how the panel that he hacks into had like a, you know,
Oh
like
yeah, most definitely. I didn't like that. One, I didn't like the fact that if they gave him a Stark Tech suit, I didn't like the fact that him and Ned were able to hack it with a laptop. And you know, I had mentioned that Tony didn't know about it. You know, some people are like, oh, you think Tony didn't know about it? I don't know if he knew about it or not. What I do know is he didn't address it. The amount of modes that the suit had, especially when he went into was it like a advanced combat or some shit? Like, I mean, just things like that. I don't think that Tony would have. I think he's smart enough to know, like, hey, if this kid hacks this suit, I got to get in here and do something about it. I can't just have this kid, you know, fucking around in this suit. That was the whole purpose of even having the training wheels protocol, you know, installed on the suit. So I didn't like that. I didn't like that he didn't intervene. You know, it just. I mean, and, you know, he went to, where did they go, to DC? I mean, he knew he left Happy knew he left New York. So it was like, how you don't know what's going on with this damn suit, or this kid didn't hack this damn suit or whatever. You know. Just little things bothered me, but not enough for me not to like the movie. I seen it a second time, and it was still was a good movie. But like I said, I just don't think it was like great, man. And like Pancho said, I think that scene when he got trapped under the rubble, you kind of really felt like, damn, this dude's scared. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you didn't see Spider-Man anymore. You just seen the kid. You know. One more thing too, and I also like. I love Michael Keaton role. Period. I liked him
Okay.
from beginning to end, and you know, and when he put the, you know, you gotta love Michael Keaton's face, especially when he does it like he's putting shit together, or he's like, oh, okay, yeah. You know, you see him do the same thing, Jackie Brown and other movies that he's played in. It's like, oh, okay, yeah.
He's really great with expressions on his face.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and he was a player about it, not telling who Peter was to Gargan or whatever. That was, you know, I like that. You know, usually I don't. Usually I'm like, hey man, it makes no sense for somebody to find out who this guy is and just keep it to the chest. But I mean, that was all right. You know, I like that part too. But that's pretty much what I thought.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
to address the number pad thing real quick, that was actually his calculator that he was using. So he like basically hacked his Texas Instruments calculator into the console to get that going.
that shit don't make it no better.
Right.
I know.
I mean, but you would think. I'm saying you would think that in a facility with some shit that, I mean, you look at what, okay, on a low level, pretty much the Vulture and all of his crew was just pretty much, part of them were thugs, the other part of them were pretty much like fucking, you know, right. I mean, they were low level dudes. Now, if they were able to use basic engineering to engineer some of those weapons, imagine somebody with like like, you know what I mean, like real intelligence would have got their hands on it. And then you realize, I mean, it's a punch pad. I mean, your security system is literally a number punch pad. That means anybody with enough time, which Spider-Man had enough time to go through any number of sequences, can eventually punch their way into your fucking system and go inside and steal what the fuck they want. Like, it's like, what the fuck? That just, I mean, especially in a comic book movie, that just made no fucking sense. No retina scans, no ID fingerprints, no, you know, none of that. I mean, no Mission Impossible, uh, even basic security alarms. You already know, like if the wind blows too hard in certain houses, it'll set off a security alarm. Like you can hear it beeping in the background or some shit. So, I mean, I just didn't, I don't know. That just didn't sit well with me.
I think I got to agree with you about, a lot of people had this complaint too about how there was such a heavy reliance on the suit, you know, particularly after they hacked it and all that stuff. Like it felt like, you know, he was kind of like Iron Man Jr. But I think that was kind of the point of this movie, and that was the journey he had to go through this movie. Is, you know, we had that heavy-handed fucking Tony Stark voiceover where he's looking at himself in the reflection of that puddle. And it's, you know, if you're nothing without the suit, you're nothing, you know, with it, or whatever it is. And I think that was kind of the whole point of this movie, is that you were made to realize that he really doesn't need all that stuff to be Spider-Man, and the heavy-handed reliance on that is part of his journey to realize that as well. So I don't think in sequels they'll rely on that too much.
Well, they definitely need to get rid of
the story they were trying to tell in this movie.
Well, they need to get rid of his AI. That I don't really care for him talking to a damn AI.
Suit lady?
I mean, you said what?
Suit lady?
Yeah, Suit Lady needs to
Jarvis's wife, IRL.
take a back seat or whatever. But I did like the fact that they explained a lot of his webbing by actually being the suit, which is able to you know, give him choices of what he wants to do, because it never, I mean, I understand it used to be a certain amount of pressure was needed to do certain shit, and I don't understand it's a comic book, but I mean, it was fucking stupid. I mean, no one in hell this guy is going to be able to shoot web balls. What was that? String the web, all the type of other little shit. I never agreed with that. I just went along with it because what can you do? But I mean, this explanation for it, I accepted it a little better.
I think I've heard people try and defend the AI suit with a smart way to get like Spider-Man's kind of quippy inner dialogue to make sense on screen, because he's at least talking to somebody, just kind of like how he talks to himself in the comic. And it just makes, I mean, to us comic book fans, we know Spider-Man is a guy that just talks to himself all the time and like just talks shit about all the people he's breaking bones and stuff. But like, it just makes more sense if he's talking to someone, just like Tony is talking to Jarvis all the time.
Not really.
I've heard it like be kind of like explained like that, and that makes sense to me. But
I don't know.
just
People who talk a lot usually talk to themselves.
What's up?
I said people who usually talk a lot. I mean, like really talk a lot. They usually talk to themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was saying, like to people. I mean, like to me, like I would have just preferred him talking to himself all the time, just because I know Spider-Man. But like to somebody like the people that Disney and Marvel are trying to get like fill those movie seats, like I don't know. There's got to be some sort of like meeting halfway point, and I think that kind of covered it. To me personally, I don't know.
That makes sense.
All right. Well, real quick, I'm gonna just say that I agree that I really liked Michael Keaton's performance. I said that last week. I think I probably said this last week too. But probably one of my favorite scenes was the car scene when they was riding and Michael Keaton was actually putting everything together and realized that that Peter was Spider-Man and whatever the case may be. Like that whole entire scene was so well acted on both of their parts. Like it was perfect. And I really enjoyed, what's the girl's name who played Liz? What's her real name? Well, it don't matter. The chick who played Liz, she did a really good job of acting like a teenager. Like she did a really good job. It was certain moments where I forgot that she was actually an adult, and like she was doing a really good job of playing a teenager to me. You didn't think so? You didn't think her acting was good?
She I don't know because maybe her acting was good and maybe her face kind of threw it off for me because it was always like she was scared. Like she it was like, okay, remember your lines, like get out there, and she just always looked nervous. Like and I don't know, she was kind of dry, man. It was like
really? No, I thought she did a good job, man.
She never. I mean, her tone was the same no matter what. When she found out her dad, they had to move and shit. Her tone was the same as it was when she caught Peter sneaking out. It's the same as when she told Peter she had, hey, I haven't thought about homecoming. Even when Peter said he was going to go to the athletic. I mean, I say athletic, fucking academic, whatever.
Triathlon, academic triathlon.
She never changed.
Triathlon. I said triathlon.
Right. It's like, oh, Peter, you're coming? Good. And then hugs him. Like, but it never was like, I don't know. I liked what's her name? Zendaya, whatever fuck her name is.
Oh yeah, she was funny. But you know what? She was like
a way better character.
She was her same sort of like smart ass self that she is on her show on Disney. My daughter watches that show all the fucking time, so that means I watch it all the time. So but yeah, she was definitely, she had some funny lines. She was cool.
Yeah, I liked her. I didn't really, like I said, Liz. I didn't really care for Liz, but I mean, it was whatever. We probably won't see her again anyway, right?
Don't have to worry about Liz anymore.
Yeah,
I think it's probably a wrap for her. But what do you guys think they're gonna go with the second movie? Who's gonna be the main villain in the second movie?
I mean, probably Scorpion. They pretty heavy-handedly hinted at that.
I know people don't think that they'll make it that obvious, but like, there's no way they didn't sell that building to Oscorp. And
yeah,
Harry is gonna come and
So what building?
The Avengers Tower.
Oh, that's what you guys think? I heard somebody mention that that would have been a good way to introduce the Fantastic Four. Was that one of y'all?
That was me.
I mean, that's a cool idea, but they just announced that they're making a Doctor Doom movie for Fox. So
yeah,
but you know what? I was thinking that everything was going to change over once he gets to high school. I was thinking that a lot of the characters and a lot of everything was just going to change over. I didn't really see it like staying the same. Like, because I mean, obviously Harry's not in the middle school that they're in right now. He's more than likely probably in a boarding school or something. And I mean, I think that I don't even, what was this? Was homecoming? So what? Peter was a junior?
he was a sophomore.
Sophomore.
He was a sophomore.
He is
Are you
a sophomore.
sure?
Yeah, they said that.
Yeah, supposed to have 2 more years left in high school, so maybe.
Yeah, you're right. 15, 16, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe this next movie will skip to senior year though. I think that would be the smarter thing.
I would be disappointed just like look-wise for these actors, if they don't skip them to either senior year or college, because they're not doing the next Spider-Man until 2020. And these kids, yeah, they look young, but they're not going to look young for that long. So
Yeah.
Tom Holland's already 20.
yeah, it's going to suck if these kids look 25 or 30 in the next one, because the movie's not until 2020. It's quite a ways away.
Well, I mean, I think that they can progress it along a little bit with the appearances of Peter in other Marvel Universe movies. I mean, he doesn't. I mean, they can mention it. He has to be somewhere for some reason. I mean, they could actually progress the timeline without it being unnatural. I mean, they
Man,
have
if we ever had Ned cameos in other Marvel films, I'd be a happy man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just hopefully they put him in a place that's closer to what we know in the classic comic. You know what I mean? I mean, because at some point in time, we're going to have to see J. Jonah Jameson, right?
Yeah.
I don't really see them put that man into a storyline 8 years from now. Like I don't see that happening. That's why I see them progressing his timeline forward a little bit to kind of try to make that happen. Because if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Jameson responsible for the Scorpion?
Yeah, you know what? I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I mean, I don't know how close they're going to stick to that. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, but just going off of like classic Spider-Man, I was thinking that maybe that is a direction
Right,
that
because Scorpion has like a whole vendetta against J. Jonah Jameson because of that, and that's the whole reason Spider-Man kind of gets involved.
So, I don't know. It's internships and all type of other shit. I mean, I don't know.
All right, let me throw this at you. Ice Cube as J. Jonah Jameson?
Nah, man.
There's that casting rumor going around, or that fan casting going around.
Yeah, that's been a rumor for a moment, huh?
Let me tell you, whether it's Ice Cube or it's Will Smith or whoever, nobody's gonna match J.K. Simmons. That guy was born to be J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, no question about it.
Well, while we're talking about J.K. Simmons, did you guys all see the Justice League trailer for Comic-Con?
Oh man, you mean I can barely move in this suit Ezra Miller scene? He's standing there like a popsicle stick. Oh wow, they really do just leave, and then like he kind of like turns like with his entire body like waddling, and then.
Yeah.
I not to even talk about the Justice League, but I'm just saying I am so disappointed in the Flash, man. I every time I see the trailer, I try to say, okay, accept it. This is what it is. But oh my God, man, I don't know. He might ruin it for me.
That suit is a mess, man. I'm telling you, that scene, he looks like somebody's playing with a hand puppet.
Well, you know what? Now the suit, hopefully, the only reason the suit is like that is because he himself has made it. That's what I'm hoping. I'm looking at the wires holding the panels together and wrapped around the arms, and I'm thinking that maybe it's some shit he came up with, and he's going to get a different suit. That guy is just not Barry Allen. I don't even know the fuck I don't know. He's nobody. He's like no Flash that I know at all.
With his personality and his way of acting, if he was going to play any Flash, it would have to be Bart.
I'm looking at the scene right now because I mean he's got a decent range of motion.
I like Cyborg. A lot of people said they didn't like Cyborg, but I think Cyborg looked okay to me. I mean, I think I like the fact that the guy that's playing him, he's always like serious looking. I think that really lends a lot to the Cyborg's character or whatever.
I'm not liking the figures that are coming out for Cyborg. They all look mad slender to me, man. I don't know. They all look a little.
That's just the character's design. Even the Hot Toys, like it just looks like a mess. It's that design for the character. It looks terrible.
I mean, the Cyborg and his legs are still slim.
It looks like somebody.
He's not a man in there anymore.
It looks like somebody took a movie Power Rangers figure and then melted it with a lighter and spray painted it chrome.
I think that, well, yeah. I mean, I'm tired of that whole Transformers look for
Right,
for
that's what I was gonna say. It's
real.
very Michael Bay Transformers. I'm over it.
But as far as his body goes, he doesn't have much man left under there. Not like it's not like it's like a man's body and he has these pieces over it or whatever. It's like literally he's damn near a robot. Like, so I mean, you can really look at it either way. You can look at it like, oh, maybe his legs are just too skinny to be a robot, or it's just like it really doesn't matter because he's not really a man under there anyway.
Ain't that some fucked up shit? Like, even after they saved the day and saved the world, everybody could go back and they could, like, have sex with women and stuff, and he's just a robot still.
I don't even think he has a desire to do any of that anymore.
Man, he can run a special finger program, though.
The black man again.
What do you say, Fabio?
I said that's just Hollywood putting one over on the black man again, giving him the short end of the stick, no matter what.
True. They took away his penis. It's crazy.
He got a robo penis that's gonna outshine all of them.
All right, so I guess we can move into. Did we have an actual agenda here? But I guess we can move into Comic-Con shit. Talk about some reveals and.
I will say one thing. I've seen a lot of different Comic-Con coverage from like Shartimus Prime, from like Pixel Dan and stuff, and a lot of it is just very like product walkthrough. I don't think, and even though I didn't really pull questions from the community, I was kind of improving everything as I was there and just kind of thinking of questions based on the last thing that they had said. I don't think anybody really got as much like detailed information as I did in my 3 like relatively short, quick interviews.
Well, we'll be the judge of that, motherfucker. Let's wait till we see the footage.
Well, Pancho will be the judge of that. Let's see it.
The whole fucking interview is gonna be with Randy.
It is lengthy. They had a lot of product to show off. I will
We're
say.
here at Hasbro. We have Randy here at Hasbro. How do you think of these legends, Randy?
Basically, we got Fabio walking Randy over to the Hasbro booth.
All right, we'll see you in the next interview when we go over to the Funko Pop booth. Let's go, Randy.
No, not even that. Just as far as like licensing, as far as like how I don't think anybody asked about how Legends is doing their faces on movie figures now. I don't think anybody asked about like what licenses Mezco is able to get away with, why they have Halloween versus why NECA doesn't. I mean, I can 100% confirm that Mezco does not have Fantastic Four characters, so you're not going to see a Doctor Doom from them anytime soon.
Yeah.
But you got to understand that no one cares why NECA doesn't have Michael Myers.
It's a general licensing question, Pharaoh.
Nah.
It was something I just asked. I mean, everyone was excited when fucking Mezco showed their Michael Myers, and they're like, "What? How is that possible?" Nobody thought it was being licensed, but I mean, the simple answer is that they could probably shell out more money for the license because they charge at a higher price point.
Well, I will say that Mezco doing the horror figures makes perfect sense for their style of figure making. You know,
I mean, as basic horror as it is, you know, their Frankenstein is like incredibly impressive.
Yeah.
I was gonna say their horror just looks a lot better. Let's just say what it is. Like
it fits that style much more.
Yeah, it lends to what they do a lot better. Even the fucking Flyboy zombie, I don't care about him, but he looks nice. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, definitely.
It's just what it is and shit. Then I've seen some of NECA's horror figures and they're pretty much trash.
I wouldn't say they're trash. They actually pretty.
Speaking of NECA and horror, that
I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I'm gonna tell you.
The ultimate figures.
I appreciate what NECA does that no other company does. I do. I swear to God, I really do. But it does not change the fact that these figures that NECA releases are engineered horribly. These are like some of the most horribly engineered figures I have ever dealt with. Like, man, it's crazy. Like, it's just crazy. I don't know, Fabio. Let's go to Fabio. Fabio, explain to us, why are these figures so fucking horribly engineered?
Well, I'm not part of the engineering team, so I couldn't answer that. But I will say that I mean,
you couldn't talk with Randy often, so I'm pretty sure
you set me up for a loaded question. There's really not much way I can answer that without you jumping down my throat. But I will say,
no, I'm not going to jump down your throat. Answer the question. Like, I mean, like, because, okay, let me. Okay, listen. This is what I'm pretty much asking.
It's kind of a loaded question, Pharaoh. Why don't you elaborate?
No. Listen, just listen. It seems just like the bar between the legs that holds the legs together is almost like a male and female socket joint.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that it doesn't really help the figure at all for mainly two reasons. One, If you move one of the legs, both of the legs are going to move, unless you put pressure down on one leg so it won't move.
Right.
But but what it also does, it seems as if it won't keep stable between the two pieces of the body that's actually housed in that fucking bar. So then you get a lot of weak, like it's just weak in between there. My Leonardo can't even stand up. Like it's just so fucking weak in between there. The same thing with my part 6 Jason. Actually, my part 3 and my part I want to say what's the other one, part 2 or 4, one of the other Jason 3D, whatever the fuck it is. I'm just, even a couple Rocky figures, and I just don't understand like why they haven't like sat down and say, well, let's fix this problem, because that's a legitimate problem, man.
I think that might come down to the factory too, the way they, maybe sometimes the glue isn't put down as strongly. I mean, there's lots of ways to engineer crotch joints. Would you prefer they do it like articulated icons do it, where it's just like one big barbell joint with two, ball pegs at the end of it that you attach the legs onto?
Well, if honestly, that might work if they would choose to use maybe hollow out the plastic a little better. If the leg plastic, if the plastic that they use for the legs wasn't so solid, it wouldn't be so heavy. So I think that it helps when you want to stand the figure up theoretically, but I don't really think that it helps with the articulation, that like the feet and the bottom pants legs and shit like that are just so heavy. I don't know. I'm just saying that it becomes a problem when you try to stand the figures up and your figure is either bending over forward or falling backwards because it has no type of stability in the crotch area.
And a lot of their figures tend to be a little top heavy as well. Like their AVP Predators, a lot. I mean, right now in hot weather in California, like pretty much my entire AVP shelf is disheveled just because everything keeps falling over or backwards or whatever. I mean, I get what you're saying. It's honestly, it's just two different ways. There's different ways to engineer a similar articulation scheme, and that's just the way they chose to do it. I mean, if I'm in front of them ever again, maybe I'll bring that up. I hadn't really considered that.
You won't bring it up because you're scared.
I will, because honestly, with Randy, we did get into a lot of their decisions for certain articulation schemes and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, as far as articulation schemes, yeah, I think that is a good point. I don't have an answer for you. I'm not part of the fucking. You're setting me up again. Loaded question. I really don't have an answer for you.
All right.
That's
Okay.
that's just the reality of it. There's different ways to do the same kind of articulation.
All right. What'd y'all get this weekend? Who bought what? Well, you didn't buy anything
icons.
over there. You had already bought everything beforehand. P, what'd you get?
Let's see. I found that Usagi Yojimbo figure in the wild at Target, $8.
Wait, time out. I thought that was some crazy exclusive.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And then I
No.
No,
It's
you're
not
talking about the retail one, not the one from Comic-Con.
Right.
That was like 350 pieces.
Yeah. So like
Okay.
the one at Comic-Con comes with like a lizard, his hat, and then a flag, and then a book also. But this is just like the regular retail, stripped down, just Usagi, and then his swords. That's it. But I really don't give a fuck about his flag, not for $300. Like his flag or his hat or that lizard. I can go to Michael's and buy a fucking dinosaur. Like I'm not gonna the prices, but I mean I found him, and like I like Usagi, but like not to the point of trying to, get the jump on, this Comic-Con exclusive, annoying people, like just asking all my friends who live in the area, yo, can you get me that, your Jimbo figure that'd be so tight?
No way, dude. That Nickelodeon booth is like quite literally one of the worst booths to line up at. I mean,
That's exactly what I told people before they happened. I think Boog was in the thread where I was like, dude, if you want something from the Nickelodeon booth, just forget it. That place is a nightmare.
yeah.
It is the worst. It is worse than Funko, because at least with Funko you can wait in a line early and try to get the figures. But that is not the case with Nickelodeon. With Nickelodeon, if you're not an exhibitor, you're wasting your time. Don't even bother. Think of something else.
Don't even bother.
Don't even bother. Hashtag bother. Don't even.
Shit.
I mean,
The
there's
same
people in the
target-
Nickelodeon line who are just there to be in the Nickelodeon line. They don't really know what's at the end of it. They just want to fucking be there. And then they see this, this Usagi Yojimbo exclusive in front of them. And just because they're there and they've waited in line and they have the opportunity to get it, they're going to get it, even if they don't even know who the fuck Usagi Yojimbo is,
Yeah, because I mean, it was limited to 50 pieces a day.
But that makes sense for you to do that, though. I mean, it's the same way as like, I don't know if you can relate, but it's the same way if I send in a Jordan line. I wear a size 12. If I get to the front and they don't have any 12s, they have a 10.5. I'm still buying. I'm buying a pair of Jordans that day, regardless, because either I'm going to trade it for my size or I'm just going to fucking sell them and buy it my size. But I mean, it makes sense for me to still get something. And at 350 pieces, period. I mean, you might as well. But that figure sucks because I actually seen it a couple times in the wild, and I actually stashed one, and because I couldn't contact Billy, and I contacted him today, and he said he wanted someone to run back and go get it anyway tomorrow for him or whatever. But I mean, his swords alone come to his like neck. It's how long. I don't know. I was like, you should see this figure, man. This figure's horrible.
The Usagi figure.
Yes, I love Usagi Yojimbo, but that is a very bad figure.
I mean, Pancho, you have it. The weapons aren't even painted, right?
Nope, they sure aren't.
No, they never are. They never are with the Ninja Turtle figure.
And that was one big benefit with this exclusive is that it had all the painted weapons, the extra heads, and all that other stuff.
Yeah, that figure's just bad. But I mean, most of the Nickelodeon shit is bad. So I mean, I can't really just blame Usagi altogether. But I've seen that one, and I've seen the samurai armored Usagi Yojimbo as well as the samurai armored with the horse. I've seen all three of them in the store.
Yeah, I saw the horse one too, but I wasn't about to start fucking with that.
What else did you get, Pancho?
That same Target put like all their Spider-Man figures on like a $7 peg.
Ooh.
So I just got all the Spider-Man Homecoming Legends Wave on for $7.
Yeah, you won.
That was dope. And then Rebecca, my fiance, got me the Mezco Joker. Super late to that, but I really like it.
You tricked her into marrying you, man? No.
It happened super late.
The whole crew's invited.
That's good.
Really?
That's
I heard
really
I heard you had a chicken nugget bar. Can you confirm or deny?
The chicken nugget bar is 100% confirmed.
Yes, please. Can I come?
Not to go off. But what the fuck is a chicken nugget bar?
It's exactly what it sounds like, my man.
Just a bunch of chicken nuggets.
Dude,
For
my wedding, I want to have a buffalo sauce fountain.
Your wedding gonna be a sausage fest because you're gonna marry Randy.
Stupid.
I think that's it. I got a couple of smaller things. I did a lot of video game stuff. I got that Leonidas, that Figma Leonidas. The same comic book shop had it for like $25.
Oh, you won.
Okay.
Definitely won.
I figured 25 was about as much as I'd ever pay for it.
Yeah, I sold mine for 40 maybe about 2 weeks ago.
Oh shit. But that's it. That's it for me. What about you?
Yeah, I wish I could actually do something with that figure, but it's really just like that.
What else are you gonna do with it?
I mean, I want to put it against some like crazy monster or something. I don't know, but that fucking legs, man, you can't do shit with that fucking figure.
Hey man, that's why I got rid of it. You're never gonna have any other figures to go with it or anything.
And it don't make no sense for you to spend the money to get doubles and triples of that figure to act like you got an army. Ain't like you're gonna buy 300 of them. So.
Oh, I see what you did there. You're not gonna buy 300 of them.
Aha. But yeah. So what did I get? Oh, I got the Legend set and the Land Speeder. Is that what it called? Is that what it's called? The Land Speeder?
Yeah,
I still put money on that bullshit, man.
I sure did. I didn't. Why do you think it's bullshit? It's great. The vehicles from Black Series have been actually pretty nice.
Wait. Did you just say it was great? Y'all hearing? It's great. Nah, you know how I feel, man. I don't fuck with Star Wars, so I'm gonna call it bullshit. But
just the vehicles have been good. The Biker Scouts was good. The TIE Fighter was good. So this one should be all right. And really, the main purpose of me getting it was for my figure arts look anyway. So and Obi-Wan when they come out.
I think that land speeder is actually like another one of those Star Wars figures that's going to end up at retail, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, it'll end up at retail for sure, definitely.
Yeah, probably without that Luke though.
Yeah, without the Luke, I'm sure.
But you know what? The Luke don't really mean shit to me. Again, like I said.
No, I was just about to say I'm buying it for the figure arts too, but I just figured I'd wait until it hits retail because I know it's going to happen.
Yeah, maybe I should too. I didn't actually,
Hey, man, never mind. You could have that figure back.
I didn't actually pay for it yet.
Oh shit.
But yeah, that was the whole point. I was really just waiting to see pictures of people putting their figures in there just to see how much room it actually had and whatever. But I did see one picture. I don't know whose it was, but I saw one picture and then it had 2 figures in there. So
Dallas didn't buy it?
I don't know. He bought a bunch of shit, but I don't know.
He really did buy that. Oh, fuck.
Dallas is gonna wait till it goes up to about $400, then he's gonna buy 2 of them.
Oh man, it was hilarious. I was speaking of Dallas, I was sitting there in my room. It was like 1 a.m. and I get a message from Dallas, and I'm like, what's going on? Let me see what's up with Dallas. He sends me a picture of Emiya and Brian asleep on the floor.
Oh shit! I saw that.
He's like, hey man, your boy Emiya is knocked out.
He showed me another picture of Emiya sleeping at the fucking at the Hasbro panel, knocked out with his head back, mouth open, all of that.
Dude, that's the same thing he did last year. That dude is always asleep. Where do you? He did the same thing last year, and I was like, damn, dude, this dude is snoring hella loud.
Yeah, man.
Why you ain't nudging?
Oh, because man, he'll just act like half asleep and then go back at it again.
Well, I guess he was up all of these days trying to like wait in line and do shit and whatever. He crashed, I guess.
Well, I got we're talking about what we got or what we bought?
Well, what we bought. I don't think any of us got anything yet, actually, in here, right?
Well, I didn't buy much. I bought the Netflix figures. I bought I bought Death Said. I seen him in GameStop. I said, "Fuck it, let me buy him."
Yeah, that figure actually looks pretty nice. I still haven't bought any figures from that particular wave though.
Yeah, I just wanted him, so I said, "Fuck it." I what else did I buy? Figure wise, well, I bought that TMNT Ninja Turtle set.
The neck joint.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Bought the neck shit. Get him, Fabio.
That's why I started. That's why I started. Said I appreciate what they do because I'm not going to get classic turtles from the cartoon from anybody else. That not worth a damn.
How your shit came out though? What the eyes look like?
You say what?
I said, how did your shit come out though? Or you didn't get it yet?
Oh no, I got it. They came out decent, except for Raphael is the one that his eyes look a little wonky. They're not as bad as some people's, but they're not. Yeah, they're most definitely. I'm going to contact them tomorrow. Well, I might do it today and see if it's something they can do about it or not. I'm kind of thinking that maybe you can pop that mask off and go under there and do something about it yourself. But then again, I could be wrong. And Leonardo had those. You say what?
I said you got to ask Billy how he did it because his came out clean when he fixed them.
We'll see. But I mean, they were pretty decent. And I got the Isles. I got the Thor set from San Diego. What else did I get? Oh, I got the Hot Ryu from Storm Collectibles.
Hot Ryu.
I saw that Thor out of the package from the box set. It actually looked pretty good. It looked better than I expected.
Better than the single pack release, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely.
You know what's crazy is all of those figures from that set actually came out pretty nice when you look at them. I wasn't even fit to get them. Dallas was in line actually, and I said, you know what, fuck it, let me hit him up and see what's going on, and he grabbed it for me. So,
Isn't that it?
no, but I don't, it's escaping my mind. But I had got some other shit too. But it's I got a couple more of those humanoid robots. I got a couple of the black ones as well. They're totally racist, but
Why you say that?
because the white humanoid robot is the good robot, and he's all, you know, hey, he's gonna save the day, and then the black humanoid robot, he went rogue, and he had to put shit together from scraps. Like one of his legs is like bare metal, and like he had to make it himself, and then the left arm looks all it has blades, but it's just crazy. He only has one eye. It's just like, I don't know, man. They just did him wrong. But I got those. Those were pretty nice, whatever. That was pretty much it. Oh, and I wasn't here last week, but you know, I got a bunch of shit last week too.
I got the Marvel Knights wave. It's pretty solid. I did mention this earlier, but they are changing the way they do the faces on those, so it looks a little more like printed on, as opposed to like just painted on over a sculpt, kind of like how the other ones were. The biggest, the way you can notice the difference the most is I think with the Starlord that came in the Mantis wave versus the one in the Ego 2-pack. If you look at those side by side, they look pretty different in the way they apply the paint on the faces. It looks more like, you know, how SHF does it, where it's like tiny little screen printed dots or whatever it is. It's that same technology. I talked to Dwight about it, so that's pretty much the way they're going with that moving forward. So the Marvel Knights all look really good because of that, I think. Especially that Jessica Jones, man. She's got great likeness. She's got that slightly upturned nose like she really does. She's a cutie. If you guys, I'm going to screen share right now because I was waiting for this. I did get my Kickstarter backing from Articulated Icons. So that was like 18 figures that I had showing up. And I went ahead and just took a little bath with them, relaxed, drank my water like Darius suggests, put on a candle and listened to some Boz Skaggs. And I was in a real good place.
Did you open all of them yet?
Not all of them, man. I haven't really had time. I've been working pretty much like all weekend since Thursday, since going to the con, and then Friday, Saturday I work all day, and then right now I'm doing this, and you guys fucking hate it when I open boxes on mic. But I've opened my Blue Ninja, the Shinobi, and I'm impressed, man. No issues, lots of swappability. I mean, I got a lot of extras just so I could do a lot of swaps.
Well, let's talk about that. Talk about that for a second. What I've noticed that the ninjas are the ones that really haven't had any issues for the most part.
Ninjas are fine. I noticed some people had issues with the Shinobi because the hair came glued on, and you know, with a few other martial artists as well. But my Ninja actually had the hair detached in package, so I could swap that in and out if I want. It's no problem. There was a little bit of paint rub that I noticed on the nose of, like, you know, the masked face that you attach the hair onto, just on the nose, just because, you know, everything, all the accessories are in a package. They kind of rattle around in shipping, so there was a little bit of paint missing from his nose. Haven't really noticed any other glaring QC issues through the package with any of my other stuff, but I haven't really opened it either. So I'm gonna have to like.
Well, I'm only accepting the QC issues this time around because they are a startup company, pretty much. I mean, it's the first time around doing this, so I accepted the whole, you know, heating up and everything. But the second go around, they're gonna have to pretty much get it together, at least a little. What they're doing or whatever, because it's the same shit as like I give NECA the whole shit for. I shouldn't have to be sitting around with a structure manual on how to fuck with an action figure. So, but I will say this: a lot of people. This is what I understand. See, now we're talking about this. Are we talking about this now or no?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Sure.
Okay. See, it's a few things that bother me. One is that the overwhelming need for this line to not be successful. I don't understand it. You know, I just do not get it. I mean, this is the crazy thing about it. I go through the different groups and I hear people talking shit. It's like, okay, you could have gotten it on a Kickstarter 2 years ago. 2 years ago, they offered these figures. You didn't want to get it on the Kickstarter because what it really was that you wanted to wait and see have everyone else spend their money and see what's going on, and before you trusted it. All right,
You're a
whatever.
fucking follower. That's what it is.
That's pretty much what it is. You're not lying. And then they got delayed. So then you got the people who were following or who backed it, who backed out of it. So it's like, okay, it's whatever. You backed out. And then once the figures came out, the figures were great. These figures are, I'm not just saying that these figures are really nice. I like these figures. So, and then a lot of people had remorse about not buying them or whatever else. And then they come with all this hate for it. I just do not understand. It's like, Kickstarter products are Kickstarter products, man. They're made pretty much to order. I mean, with very few to like with the Four Horsemen. With that Mythic Legion shit, you do the Kickstarter. Once the Kickstarter is over, they offer figures through their store, and it's limited. And then after they're gone from there, you have to go through a secondary market. The only difference between AI said, well, we just keep the ordering open longer. We don't have actual figures for you, but we'll leave the order open for you. You can still order these figures if you want them. And people didn't back them, man. It's just like, what the fuck? And especially like with the breakage, I think that, Dallas has showed everybody a long time ago to heat it up. I don't think people really were paying attention, or they just didn't give a fuck. And then they get these figures and they just handle them so stupid. And
I gotta weigh in on just on the people just like hating for no reason too. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, for the most part, I've been a lot of people just keep showing me shit though. But like, for the most part, I ignore these dudes. I don't give them no light really. But it's like half of a very small percentage of the people that are talking shit only are talking shit because A.C.B.A. was affiliated with them, getting the money for the Kickstarter, and we were helping out a lot. That's where percentage of it is coming from, and it's like it's from people that's not even really like active like that in the community, even on the outskirts of the community, like not really doing much displaying, not really doing much. It's just pretty much all they do is talk shit. So it's like,
yeah,
shut the fuck up already. Like,
I mean, I see buzzwords being thrown around like, oh, it's because the only reason people are excited about this because of the hype beast supporting it. And
right.
If you talk shit about the figures, you're talking shit about quote unquote that clique. And it's like, we know what the fuck you're talking about. And what's even more ironic about it is that a lot of those people were on board with this line way more until we got involved, and then all of a sudden they wanted us to take a step back. And it seems like there was this conscious effort to be like, well, now because these people are involved, we need to actively hate it. And looking for any excuse to hate it. And at the same time, that dude using those buzzwords is messaging Dallas on the side to see if he's got any extras to sell. So it makes no fucking sense.
Hey, that was hilarious.
I
said that was hilarious.
Just no shit,
Like, come on.
But hey, the figures are only gonna get better. There's definitely gonna be an opportunity to get more. And this was something that took quite a while, but from I'm looking, everything is actually looking pretty good as long as they follow through and help people out with replacement parts or whatever it is they need for any breaks or any issues. I think everything should be fine because I've been pushing the ninjas to the limit for the past 48 hours. And, I've had a couple before they even dropped to it. I pushed all of those to the limit, took them apart, did all types of shit. I had one break on the white deluxe ninja, I guess it was. I had one break, but I didn't really give a fuck because I had the arms, hands, wrap pack, and just swapped it out. And I had turned that one into my Storm Shadow or whatever. So yeah, I haven't opened all my stuff yet, but so far so good. We'll see what happens.
Well, I opened all my shit, and as soon the first thing listen, no bullshit. The guy knocked on the door. I already knew who the fuck it was. I was already ready. I had the blow dryer plugged up and everything. I started, like, for real. I mean, I'm sitting here, babysitting my nephew, and I'm just in the living room, just blow drying the shit out of figures. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. And what I found out is that once you blow dry it, you heat the plastic up, and then you start rotating it. You pretty much should put your figure probably in like the splits position, and if you can, and grab it by the hip joint, and then turn it constantly around, forward and
Yeah, that's what
backward.
I did.
And then I did it again. So now I'm to the point to now where I can just move the figure's legs, and I have no problems at all.
Once you get that as down as we call it, that springy leg joint
Right.
fixed, then you good money. As long as you get that fixed and it's moving without that breaking, then you should be fine.
You know, Triple C had a little podcast last night, and they were talking about how it's possible that some of these, the white deluxes in particular, maybe even the black, I don't know because I don't have the black, but it seems like those are still from the batch that was originally what was sent out as samples, and then, you know, before that final delay until we got the final figures. It seems like those, the white deluxe in particular, have the slightly harder hands that are a little harder to swap out, and so those are the ones really suffering from the QC issues.
I think the white plastic, it feels different than the black plastic, in my opinion.
That could be true also.
But you know, the whole thing with me was I mean, I only ordered a white deluxe to do Storm Shadow. I didn't really. I mean, I don't like white ninjas. I don't even see the fucking purpose of a white ninja unless you got it on the snow. So that's what I did. I mean, Storm Shadow, it's whatever. But as far as like anything else goes, man, this is what I'm gonna say. None of the weapons fall out of their hands. Now the pegs, because it's, I don't know, the hands are a little soft a little bit. So when rotating them, you might end up like pulling the hand off of the little peg or whatever on accident. But I mean, for the most part, man, like none of the weapons fall out. I mean, I don't have any problem with them standing. I have a problem with them moving at all. I mean, shit. I didn't have a problem. I think Solitaire was one of the best fucking figures I bought this year, period.
Yeah, Solitaire is nice. Definitely.
And the only problem I had with him was his biceps were loose. So what I did was I put glue around the peg, plugged it in, turned it around a couple times, unplugged it, and then just let that shit dry for a few hours, and then plugged it in. I haven't had a problem. Like, I know a lot of people saying for the price point you shouldn't have to do all of that, but I mean this is just
But people got to realize the price point was basically the initial startup cost of you helping to support a brand new line from the ground up. It's not because these were always intended to be, you know, in that $20 to $30 range of figure. But the reason you're paying maybe 45, maybe 50 for them is because you're helping to pay for the tooling and all that stuff. As later on, if they do a 2.0 line like they've been talking about, the cost is probably going to go down because those molds are already in place.
Well, I think that one of the things a lot of people don't understand is this day and age is gimme now. It's you know, you get gratification quickly these days. I mean not even to show a person's my age specifically, but I mean it's like when I was younger and you ordered some shit, you ordered it through a catalog, and then you probably paid COD. I don't even know if people even know what COD still is, if they even do COD.
Cash on delivery, baby.
Cash on delivery.
Right, but you know that shit came COD, and then you had to wait literally, man, like 6 weeks for that shit. Like you be sitting there waiting for man. I remember those X-Men figures with, like, I don't know if you guys remember with Colossus with the giant dumbbell that he could lift.
Yeah,
I think those figures and shit. I remember.
Yeah.
Right, my uncle ordered me those figures, man, and I mean literally, man, it seemed like forever for them fucking figures to come. Like, for real, it just took forever for the fucking figures to come. But now, you know as well as I do, you want some shit, you jump on the internet, you can buy it. Fuck it. If you want it today, if you order it early enough, you can pay to have it shipped to you and get it today.
Right.
Like, I mean, so when I hear people talking and people saying things like, oh, this should be like this, I don't like the wait, and I don't like this, that, and the other, it'd be like, come on, man. Like, just spoiled. It's a very spoiled mentality that people had. That's why people were saying, "Oh, I don't even think I'm interested in these anymore." So what you're saying was that if they'd have came out 2 years ago, you'd have bought them, and by now you'd be selling them. Is what you're saying? Like you just wouldn't have had any interest in them. Because if you just still be,
I saw quite a few posts of people selling them on eBay and shit.
Yeah, I mean, some people bought a lot with the intention to sell because they anticipated that the market's going to be there, and it is.
I mean,
fucking Logan Stark is buying some extras on eBay just because he didn't feel he got enough on Kickstarter and he wants them now.
Well, you know
Right.
what? That's what I've seen happen. I've seen even the people that backed it, um, even the people that backed the Kickstarter initially and got to went in at the Devoted Legion level. I see a lot of remorse that they didn't buy more ninjas. That's what I'm seeing. I'm actually
me,
in the same boat. So.
I agree, man. I thought because with the army builders, I army build. I think 10 is my max on any army builder. I don't really see myself doing more than with 10. I think, and I also think that Hydra, AIM, and Shield agents are pretty much my army builders for the most part. But these ninjas, man, I definitely need at least 6 basics and 1 deluxe. Like that's where I should have went instead of doing something like I think I did either 3 or 4 of each color except for the white. But I definitely should have ordered more. But I'd be damned if I buy them from eBay. Shit, I could wait till they offer them again or whatever's going to happen, because I just seen Solitaire sale for like like $140 for that damn thing. Like shit.
Right, or a white deluxe ninja plus an arms pack for like $150.
Yeah, see that's crazy. But I will tell you this: the figures I'm extremely happy with them. I haven't bought anything this year that I've been more happy with. That's the truth. I haven't been more happy with shit else I've bought this year.
Yeah, I'm just happy with and this is all shit that we've all said from the jump. I'm just happy with the possibilities, man. It's like it's so much shit to do that you don't even know where to get started when you're ready to start setting something up. It's like
That's why I say I haven't even started opening that many of them yet, because I'm going to need an entire fucking day to myself to just open everything up, see what my possibilities are, and then start swapping shit around. And this is before I even get my 2 other pre-orders in. I only have my Kickstarter backing.
But the sculpt is what impressed me, because when I took the arms off of the Evil Sensei, for instance, and I plugged the arms pack in, just the sheer drop in the shoulders aligned with his neck and the rest of his body, it just looks like a guy. Like it literally looks like that's like it was a figure and somebody just added the gi over it. It didn't look like they actually produced the gi to go with the arms. And I mean, I don't know, man. It just looked really nice, man. It looked really, really nice. Like I like the size of it and everything. I mean, I like the figures.
Yeah.
That's why when a lot of people were saying like, you guys, man, are hyping it up. How much are they paying you guys? They ain't paying me shit. I wish they would, but shit.
right. And anybody who has the misconception that like we got anything for free, I didn't get anything for free. I backed the project just like a regular person. I got the 3 samples early to review, and that was it. There was no crazy deal for us to get a whole bunch of free shit. It was nothing like that. I backed the project like a regular person. Any issues that I have or that I will have moving forward, I will contact them like a normal person and send them an email and say, hey, listen, this is fucked up if it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. So it was.
And you did buy a bunch of extras just to give away as
and that too.
It's like,
and most of those actually went out. Any of those people that got in on the raffles that we did, all of those things went out this past weekend. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. So we shipped to Canada, the UK, and two sets in the States. So yeah, there was that, and then we have some extras to break down with the admins too. But again, this was all shit that we bought. So. So yeah, man, I'm happy with my purchase for sure. Though I'm definitely happy with my purchase. Aside from the fact that I would have bought more ninjas, I wish I had 5 more of each of the black and the red, basically.
Yeah, I got 4 and 4 of red and black, and I'm also wishing I'd gotten more, at least 2 more, just to have a nice even 6.
I'm gonna keep it funky. I had asked. I have 4. I think I have 4 or 5 of the red, and then I had asked Dallas if he wanted to trade. So I took one of his with another full set that I had split with Dallas and Walton, basically. And I took another one of his reds because he got more than enough fucking figures.
Man, hey, listen, Dallas get probably out 500 each ninja. He don't need no more.
Basically.
I had to get something Dallas. I ended up having to get one of the samurais, the shinobi, and the heroic master, whatever. I had to all get those from Dallas, and I had to get that monk warrior from you.
Yeah, I'm gonna send that to you. I put that aside for you.
My shit ain't shipped yet, man. What you over here doing?
Shut up. P, did you get anything?
What's up?
Did you get any AI stuff?
Yeah,
You did, right? You got a couple.
I got one deluxe Black Ninja. No, it was red.
He said it, man. I got one.
No, dude, let me tell you, that Kickstarter came like that was closing out the week I was at New York Comic Con, and the same week that the SH Figure Arts Hulkbuster requested payment. So I was like, fuck.
Oh, right. I do remember that. That's right.
I couldn't do anything, and I got a lot of shit for it too. But
hey, you ain't lying. I swear to God, you're not lying, Pancho. I remember like 3 a.m. They hit me with the where did I order that fucking Hulkbuster from? Fucking
Nippon Yasan, probably.
Nippon, right? They hit me with that, and then turn around and they requested payment for the fucking they took payment for the Kickstarter. I said, shit, good way to spend like 1,300. Like shit.
I had to eat that week, so.
I bet you they release an exclusive Mega Man version controller. You'd have bought it.
Oh hell yeah, you bet.
All right, so let's talk about some of the shit that they revealed for the Legends at Comic-Con this year. I think overall that the reveals this year were definitely better. You know what it is? What's souring last year is that Titus reveal. That was last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that shit kind of like overshadowed any other good shit that they showed last year because they was like really excited about that shit, and it was a straight dud, that particular batch. So, Fabio, you could screen share some shit? I don't know.
Already on it.
Hey, well, while he's doing this, just let y'all know, Fang Studios is about to re-release the John Wick custom head sculpts. Any of you guys out there give a fuck about John Wick and want to try to, get you one of those heads or whatever, they are reproducing them.
Man, I just want a Keanu Reeves head to put on one of these ninjas, honestly.
The figures, the heads are expensive. You said what?
I said I didn't even think about that. Putting the Keanu Reeves head on one of the ninjas.
Create the Matrix scene. Be pretty dope.
You know, if you put the Keanu Reeves head on the Mafex Joker, you got a sad Keanu Reeves.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
So you guys, I don't know. Like I said, though, they're like $65 shipped for those heads. The shipping is going to be the same whether you order 12 or if you order 1 because of where he's selling them from. So he's going to charge you $20 to ship the head.
Well, we're looking at the panel here, some of the different things revealed, which I think was yesterday. So they're doing the Marvel vintage line. It's basically what they did with the Hasbro vintage line or with the Black Series vintage line.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, this looks great. I'm fucking pumped. I showed my enthusiasm for it as soon as they showed me the 2 they had revealed during my interview, and that was Cap and Spidey. And yes, a lot of them are repacks, but they are going to slightly, repaint or retool certain things on them. So, like that Cap's got the scale on the chest piece now, which is kind of cool.
I didn't peep that at first. I didn't peep that they did that with Cap. I remember us all saying some time ago that if that Cap had the chainmail or whatever you would call that it would be like the definitive Cap that we have so far. So yeah, that was a nice touch. I still like
Spidey. I noticed also has the blue is slightly different than your classic Pizza Spidey, but if you look at the front spider emblem on it, it's also slightly different to look more like your classic Spidey rather than I think Pizza Spidey looks a little bit more modern.
But I like the fact that they added the hair to Wolverine's arms.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, they even mentioned in the panel.
If you didn't know,
we made him extra hairy.
I heard that. I heard Jesse say something about hair, but I guess I misinterpreted what he said. I thought he was saying that he wanted them to add the hair, but they did not. So it actually has the hair, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So pretty much what you're going to end up doing is you're going to have to buy that one. And
Twice.
you're going to yeah, actually right. Because you're going to want to keep one of these on card. I mean, I'm most definitely buying all of them.
Yeah. I mean, Black Widow has been a long time coming for sure.
What's that Black Widow like? I hope that's not that same body that they put
So
out.
what I was saying earlier before we moved on is that they're actually going to be doing a new Black Widow body for that one on the motorcycle. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same one for this, but they've actually sculpted like, you know, leather onto it. So it's got like the seam going down the side and some wrinkles. It's not going to be a straight, you know, plain body mold that's painted black, at least on that Black Widow. This one, they might do that, but more likely they'll use that new body mold for her.
That's pretty dope. I'm really excited. I mean, I don't know if any who all grew up with this figure line, that Marvel superhero shit, but I remember having a bunch of them. So that's really nice.
So Fantastic Four is going to continue to be Walgreens exclusive. So we got Mr. Fantastic coming up next. These arms are swappable with regular arms, so that's good. Bendy wire going on in these. Yeah, I mean, this one's been a long time coming too, so great.
And he said he'll come with regular arms.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just reiterating, man.
But you forgot to say "see" at the end of it, you know? Like, yeah, he's going to have regular arms, see?
You see?
Yeah.
And
Come
then
on, Muggsy. Let's
the
get out of here.
6-inch Deadpool assortment is, as they were specifically saying, it's not going to take the place of any X-Men waves in the future, but they just want to do a Deadpool-specific wave. So X-23, I think a lot of these things were rumored and then ended up being confirmed. The only thing that they knew was a rumor going around that they decided to debunk immediately was Strong Guy. So he's not going to be the BAF of this wave.
Well, they said he's not going to be the BAF, and I don't think that is totally debunked though. I guarantee you we're going to still see a strong guy, because a lot of the shit that they announced what has already been. There's only a few little reveals here that were actually brand new. A lot of this shit was on that list that Todd had showed, that list that had came out a minute ago. So
yeah, we did an episode on it a little while ago.
So I guess they had a checklist going in Plastic and Paint with some of those things, checking them off or whatever.
Yeah, which one's at it with the checklist?
Man, Todd gonna be about somebody from Marvel. They're leaking their shit.
Honestly, I don't think the leaks even help, because it just kind of makes them want to change things up. It's like when wrestling rumors go around and they end up saying, you know, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, but that rumor goes around for so long that they end up changing it last minute just to fuck with the fans. Rick, you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Spider-Man assortment. We got a Mysterio coming. That smoke effect looks great. This is an entirely new sculpt, which is pretty cool, and it's not even the BAF. I think Lizard's going to be the BAF for this wave.
That lizard doesn't look too hot.
Yeah,
Lizard looks dope.
The sculpt looks nice. I just don't like that head, man. And if that tongue isn't removable,
I don't know, man. I'm excited for it.
Which has also been a long time coming. It's been a while since we've had just, you know, a regular size Apocalypse before he grows into his giant size. And then we got a Defenders box set, Amazon exclusive, which takes cues from pretty much every customizer in the community. Pretty sure fucking Henry Beltran did this exact Iron Fist a while ago.
But you know, the crazy about it is,
Henry, wasn't it his brother that did that?
I'm sorry, Adrian Beltran.
Yeah.
Okay, but you gotta understand that it's not like it's an original idea by anybody.
No, of course.
I mean, so that's a given. An Iron Fist with no shirt.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much everything about it is pretty much exactly the same. And I mean, he probably only has the wrap hands, but it's pretty much the same exact figure. Same with this Daredevil, just slightly different coloration on the gloves and the boots. This Luke Cage is pretty much the Thunderbolts one, but with a new belt and a couple of different things here and there. No
New
Thunderbolts
gauntlets.
logo, obviously.
Yeah, the gauntlets and the shin guards or whatever the hell that is.
Yeah. And then this Jessica Jones / Jewel, which unfortunately doesn't even have a fucking belt overlay. It's just a straight up painted belt, which I think is kind of lame, with a silk head. But, you know, that's what Hasbro does.
I
can't complain about getting a new character in general, but, you know, it is what it is.
That was just a mock-up. I think the head will change before we get her. I think so, at least.
Looks like they changed up that Daredevil a little bit.
Yeah, he's got different coloration for the gloves and boots, and then the horns are the same color as the gloves and boots.
I think
Also, I hope nobody honestly believes that X-23 head is going to be that big.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, it's clearly that they just had a mock-up body, and then.
So hold on. For this Deadpool wave, who's confirmed so far? X-23, obviously.
Classic Deadpool, classic Cable, modern Domino, and Deathlock.
Say that again. X-23, classic Cable,
Classic
Deadpool,
modern Domino. That's what Dwight called it in my interview, and Deathlock.
And Deathlock. All right, so that's 5. So we missing 1, right?
1 or 2, maybe, yeah. And Dwight made it a point to say that classic Deadpool is not going to have the little, like, you know, stock nubbin on the back of the head. It's just a a straight plain head, you know.
Yeah.
What else? Medusa, Walgreens exclusive.
Hold on. You're going over shit too fast. You take a lot of time.
We talked about this Defender set though. I'm just going picture by picture here.
Hold on. The what was that before Defenders? So Mysterio is part of what exactly? What's the figures that's announced for that particular wave so far? Just Mysterio?
Lizard, Mysterio.
Lizard is the Bath. Mysterio is one of the regular figures.
Spider-Punk,
Gwenpool, Lasher.
Lasher was the big surprise.
Okay. So that's what so far.
He was the only difference from the checklist.
So Spider-Punk, Gwenpool, Mysterio, Lasher, and we know Lizard is the Bath so far. So at least 2 more characters in that wave too, right?
Yeah, the other ones listed on that list were Demo Goblin, Spider-Woman, and Spider-Man Noir. So I hope it's either Demo Goblin or Spider-Woman that gets taken out, because losing Noir would really suck. And yeah, the other 2 figures listed in that Deadpool wave on that list is Paladin and X-Force Deadpool. So
yeah, that X-Force Deadpool, I'm probably gonna say that they're definitely gonna do, because I think that's kind of a theme going around. They're doing the 12-inch version of it, plus another version of Deadpool. Fucking NECA's even doing an X-Force Deadpool. Like, everybody's just gonna repaint an X-Force Deadpool. It's very easy for them to do. Okay. And now we've got 6-inch Medusa, which is Walgreens exclusive, apparently, probably around the time that Defenders, Inhumans TV show comes out. I'm happy about this simply because the Medusa from that fucking box set is probably the worst legend that they have ever put out, at least in this new phase of legends.
Well,
maybe
that's not true, but it's up there as a bad legend.
I think Claw makes that one look like a hot toy.
Well, you know what? Claw was actually not that bad.
No, it wasn't.
Right.
I don't know about that, but
I mean,
the engineering on this Medusa alone is one of the worst things they've ever done. She's the most top-heavy legend and with the weakest legs on the planet. I mean, I have her in basically doing the split, supporting herself on her head on my shelf.
What did they do?
I don't think this figure is. I don't think anything they would have done was going to change the fact that she was going to be top-heavy.
What did they do different about this besides removing?
She's got a mask now painted on, and I think the patterning on the dark purple versus light purple has changed a little bit.
I wonder if
looks like she doesn't have heels anymore either.
Is that her current look in the comic books? I think that was her look during this whole Inhumans shit in the comic books.
I mean, the big thing about this is that she doesn't have the heels, to me, because that's one of the things that makes her the absolute fucking worst.
It's still impossible to stand her up. It won't matter.
Hopefully they
heels or not, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah. All right. So we got a 6-inch Black Panther assortment. Probably going to go with the movie figures, but they've only revealed the comic stuff so far. So that's
they revealed 1 movie figure.
Black Panther movie.
Yeah, they revealed 1 movie figure.
And that's the Black Panther with the movie costume, is what you said, right?
Exactly.
And that was just like a sneak peek thing, but it wasn't an official solicited image like this. But as far as the comic figures in the wave, we've got this new version of Black Bolt. Looks pretty much the same as the box set, but new head plus an effect that goes on his head. And then the other one was there's no picture of it, but it's a Namor, which is again another thing that Adrian Beltran had done in the past.
I wonder if they fixed those little wings under
They
him.
did. It's the same.
It's it comes with two heads, rumored, because they showed the head they showed panel was it had no beard, and then they showed a version of it actually on the floor, and it had a beard.
Why do they? Why? Yo, they have these new body modes that are excellent. What are they still fucking with this Bucky cap shit for?
Bill, I think it really is pretty much depending on if they've done it already. Like with the black bolt, if they put the black bolt on the Bucky cap already, why switch it now?
Right.
But why would Namor be Bucky cap when Namor in the last release was
Namor
wasn't
is not Bucky cap. Namor is on the Hyperion,
Right.
on the Grim Reaper mold.
yeah the Grim Reaper. That's what I thought. That's why when I heard Bucky mold, I was like, what the hell?
No, we're talking about
Oh,
Black Bolt.
Bucky mold for black bolt. That's what we talked about.
Black Bolt is on the Bucky cap mold. It's the same as the one we got in that box set a couple of years ago, the Thanos Imperative, but now it's fucking a new head with an effect that goes on it. Other than that, it looks exactly the same. They didn't change the tooling on this wing, so if you take it out of this exact pose you're seeing right here, those wings are always going to look like that.
Damn, why? Come on, it's funny because they do some hit and miss shit because they definitely addressed a lot of issues that people had at this con in particular. They've said they're going to do a lot of things and brought up a lot of things that people had complained about, but they got to know that Black Bolt came out with that Medusa figure, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Original Medusa figure that we got. So they know that people complained about that fucking figure. So
I mean, we don't know if that is exactly how it's going to come. Because I mean, more likely, more than likely, it will come out like that. But I mean, they could also do the same thing they did to the Spider-Man Homecoming figure and make that shit pop out. I mean, really, when you really think about it, it's just a cheaper way to do it. I mean, you got a Black Panther wave, and I think that honestly, most of the characters they shown are forced because they have nobody to put into a Black Panther wave. That's just how I feel. They call it the King's wave. Like I don't know. That was a stretch to me. It was just like, hey, we ain't got nothing else to do.
This Black Bolt. I mean, Namor makes a lot of sense, but this Black Bolt was a definite reach. Like what? Like you guys can't think of anything else. You guys have to do him again.
It's like it's Black Panther and Namor and Black Bolt are also part of the Illuminati, so but tangentially it makes sense.
what that Namor head looks like the Peter Parker head.
Yeah,
the
the
Peter Parker head.
Yeah, you talking about the beard?
Yes.
Man, this article doesn't have that sneak peek picture either with the claw and Shuri and.
It might at the end. Let's see. Well, they actually passed around the Defender set as well to people to look at and take pictures of in hand. So this should be coming pretty soon if it's this close to completion.
Well, this is what actually no. Those are mock-ups. If you go down to that Daredevil, no way in fuck's sake are you gonna tell me that Daredevil is gonna look that fucking good. That shit has fucking lining around it with the muscles and shit. No, hell no.
No, it doesn't. It just has the coloration.
Yes, man, I've seen it. I've seen the picture. So you're telling me there's no wash on that figure?
Doesn't look like it to me.
It definitely looked more detailed than the Daredevil we got.
That fucking
Well,
Daredevil looks
is
light
different.
years better than the other one.
Well, the plastic looks a little bit more matted rather than the shiny one we got before. Other than that, that's it.
They changed the weapons too.
Yeah, they put a little silver on the tips. That's it.
Well,
Come
they
on.
made
No. They put silver on the tips, but that shit is lined in black. That ain't just you're not just looking at silver and then it just happens to cast a shadow. That's silver and black right there, man. I'm telling you, I can almost guarantee that this figure will not look like that.
Well, the telling sign that all of these are just, barely being painted was that if you go to a certain picture, I think Dallas is the one that has it, of Iron Fist, he gets an angle on it where you could see the bottom of his arm and the discs are still black. Like that disc right there, the lower little disc right there in the arm, that's black still.
Mm.
So
well, I mean, they just wanted to have something, a little pizzazz, something to show and shit, pass around. So that was cool.
no, yeah, they wanted to have it done. It wouldn't be hard for somebody at the studio to do if you told them like, hey man, you need to finish these up. We need to put them in a box.
Yeah, I mean, most definitely. I mean, I'm going to buy the set. I just think that with the presentation with Hasbro, it's like an oversell. It's like, wow. Like, it's the same way as when they announced that they were doing a Blade figure for this Netflix wave, and they showed the figure, just the picture, whatever. Okay, they're doing a Blade, but then when you got to see this actual figure, you're like, man.
Well, here's some actually like on the floor pictures of these sets after they revealed them. So here's that Namor that looks like Peter Parker.
Looks like Jesse Falcon to me.
He regrets cutting his hair now.
Yeah, that Deathlock looks dope. I don't like those knee pads though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, knee pads. That's that back alley prostitute sucking dick knee pads.
Yeah. Yeah. And, they keep shitting on the females. Like it's retarded that they don't give them an ab crunch or nothing. It's
one of those things. As much as I don't agree with what Russ did to them, when he pulled out that Harley Quinn on him in the interview, like what could you say? Like, he's not wrong, although he was wrong for doing it. Like, those figures have double jointed elbows and they have ab crunches, and a lot of other lines have the same thing. Like,
definitely. I mean, look at that Bombshells, the Bombshells line, that Harley. Shit.
You can no longer give the excuse that it would lead to breaking, because everybody does it now. Now the girls having double jointed elbows and the ab crunch is a standard. It's not a luxury anymore. So,
well, I don't care as long as I care when it's a Spider-Man character or somebody who's supposed to be, contorting their body. Otherwise, I mean, like Domino. I mean, what is she gonna do? Shoot guns and shit? I don't give a damn if she has an ab crunch that leans far forward. It would help, but I don't know. I care more about Spider-Gwen having it than like someone like Domino.
Yeah, I can see that too.
And we got this lizard that Rick's not a fan of.
boo, Raptors head, boo.
Yeah, I mean, it looks all right. It looks better than any other one.
Don't get me wrong. The rest of the figure is really impressive. Like, the pants look really good. The overall figure looks nice. I just don't like that tongue is so long, and I don't like that head sculpt.
I like the head sculpt. It looks like an actual lizard.
Yeah, it looks a little more menacing than the iguana-looking one we got before.
Man, hashtag bring the iguana back.
I saw somebody comment on the that lizard is fucking brolic as fuck too, by the way. But I saw I saw somebody comment on the fan page saying that they think that Toy Biz one still looks better. I'm like, you didn't even see this motherfucking figure yet.
Hey, the Toy Biz one was looking. Hey, that's a great fucking figure, man.
Yes, it's a very nice figure, but I mean, we don't know anything yet. You know what I don't like about this one though? It looks very dinosaur-ish.
Like I said, man, he looks like a raptor.
Yeah. I didn't hear you. Sorry, but
I mean, okay, let's hold on before you not to interrupt you, but what is he supposed to look like? I mean, it's not like this lizard was supposed to be an alligator,
right.
Or is it supposed to be iguana? Is it supposed to be a fucking whatever? I mean, it's a lizard.
Right.
That's what dinosaur stands for. Dinosaur in Latin means terrible lizard, and that's what we're getting, a terrible lizard.
Damn.
Come on, Pancho, play that Jurassic Park music. Zoom in on that head and.
It's a dinosaur.
I saw somebody else mention that they may use parts from this for a Sauron.
Oh yeah.
You say what?
I don't know who it was, but I saw somebody else mention that they can see them reusing the parts from Lizard for Sauron.
If somebody has the picture of Sauron from last year, you could compare the arms and the legs. Now that you say that, I think the legs are the same. Like the lizard part of the leg, I think that's the same as Sauron's. Now that you mention it,
I'm just afraid that the lizard's not going to have he's not going to be able to split his legs far enough.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, when I was looking at the hips, they looked a little restrictive. Again, we don't have it in hand. It's all just speculation, but.
Hey, I like it.
Balance on that tail a little bit if he's got those toe joints.
I like that it's big as fuck though.
Right.
I really hope that tongue could come out. I'm gonna pull that shit out if it can't.
Oh yeah, if it doesn't, I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna heat the fuck out of it and pull it out.
And you know what I always thought? I always thought that the arm that Connor's lost was the left arm.
Mhm.
I always thought that when he turned into the lizard, that arm should be a little bigger than the other arm.
Or he should have the baby arm.
Yeah, he should have the scary movie too.
Hey, I was gonna say you had a Hanson.
Let me get your bag with my
Oh,
strong arm.
Oh, strong hand.
My strong hand. My germs.
Yeah. And that arm would be so fucking stupid. The little T-Rex head. Like.
I think I'm going to be the bigger man and walk away. Walk away.
That's funny. Damn. That's
Chris Elliott, some fantastic character work. Moving on, though. We got this Deathlock. Here's the Defenders 4-pack. We got Songbird coming. Looks like they changed it from, how it looked in that
Oh,
mock.
that head sculpt before was no good.
Yeah, and
the,
then it was
the whole body before was fucking shit. So this definitely looks better.
plus an effect piece.
Why is Luke Cage's jeans so damn tight?
You got the jeggings, baby.
Boy.
We just have jeggings.
He has the H&M specials.
He looked like some
Jesus.
real psycho personal trainer or some shit. Like
Right.
I don't care if you got hit by a bus.
crazy.
I know you can make it to practice next week.
That's Terry Crews when he was training Michael Kyle on My Wife and Kids and shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what he looks like with that figure. He's even wearing
Right.
the yellow tank top.
That was a pre-warm up.
Warm up.
Oh shit.
That's pretty much it for this Foosh article. Just a bunch of pictures of the same displays. But I think the Songbird might be coming in that Black Panther wave too. I don't know. It's next to two other things from that wave.
Where's the Hydra pack, man?
that wouldn't make no sense.
Let's see.
I think
Where
we're
is
just past the
Hydra
Hydra pack. It's the last picture of the ones that are on the screen.
The Hydra pack is awesome.
Scroll back up, it'll be there.
See,
I mean,
but,
that's what we painted.
There it is.
but that's what I'm talking about.
No. Show the actual pack.
Show the pack.
Somebody put it in PNP. I gotta look for it.
But that's what I was talking about them. Like, yo, there is no mystery why they did that. Like, people have been demanding and asking them about army builders and doing something for army builders in some way of getting army builders out. In fact, when I was at Toy Fair, I spoke to Jesse about that shit in depth. Like, yo, if y'all find some way to give us army builders again, you know what I'm saying? That's what people really, really want. It was him and one of the other guys, and they were sort of contemplating, because I always pitched to them the army builder, like an army builder wave with a builder figure that's an army builder too. And it was like, that is an interesting idea, but we might have mad peg warmers, basically. That's what they were concerned about. So, but yeah, we got this pack.
But you make them store exclusive, and boom, problem solved.
That big Hydra soldier? Jesus, man.
So what's going on with this pack? So they gave us a different body for a Hydra soldier. Okay.
No, it's the same.
No, the one on the left. I mean, it's a
No,
more.
the one on the left is bigger.
It's the nuke body.
Yeah.
With Captain Britain's head.
Yeah.
Okay. But do they have a regular Hydra head for the bigger dude?
No, the only two other heads for him are these two right here. Looks like this is fucking Drax, maybe?
Nah.
No, that's Ares.
Oh, that's the second
No,
guy.
those lips look crazy. That might.
Now that you mention it, those lips look pretty full.
But this one right here, that's the nuke head for sure. There's your Eddie Brock right there.
Interesting.
I don't know. What I'm gonna say is this: regardless of it being some thrown together shit, I am really fucking excited to get that giant Hydra soldier.
Yeah, for sure.
Regardless of what's thrown together, what we get again, what we get reused, that's a sick pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, this right here,
The
definitely.
the only thing I would complain about is that Taskmaster head. There's just no need for it.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, at least you get the two different overlays for the Bucky cap body right here. So you got a yellow vest, or you got the regular harness right
I'll
here.
tell you something else. the Shield agent mask all the way to the far right. Instead of being black and red, they should have made that green and yellow as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do when I get it in.
It looks like it's
Oh,
green
it's
and
green and
purple,
red.
to be honest.
Yeah, it's purple.
Oh,
The
purple.
goggles are purple, but I think the actual helmet is green.
It's not much better that it's purple.
No,
I mean,
that should definitely be
whatever
yellow
it
for
is.
sure. Or red, kind of like these eyes right here.
But I'm still pretty excited to get that pack. Because half of the shit that comes in packs, I don't use anyway. I don't give a weapons. I'm gonna cherry pick the weapons that it comes with. I don't need a fucking. Is that a chrome automatic shotgun?
Yeah.
I don't. Like, right? I don't. Come on, a chrome Mossberg.
All weapons that we've gotten before, they just all silver in this pack, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a buddy who had a chrome Mossberg, and I thought it was the dumbest fucking rifle I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, chrome guns in general, man, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, almost definitely. You got, hey man, when you one of them, you a high profile gangster that don't give a fuck about people seeing you be a gangster. You be like, wow, that's a cool gangster right there. He pulled out a chrome gun or a gold plated gun, whatever. You're like, wow, that dude is your cool.
That shit is noticeable and rememberable as fuck. So
all my life,
when people
it's
get
gonna you'll be shooting somebody, it's gleaming all in the light.
Hey man, why do you think Soldier Boy got one in pink?
All up in these hoes.
The Draco is pink.
Yeah, you gotta be on some fantasy gangster shit or something like John Wick. He don't give a fuck what gun he got. Just get me a gun.
Steal grandma's pink pistol.
Boog, you seen John Wick?
Yeah, I did see the second one.
Okay.
It was dope. I definitely checked that out. What else did I see recently? What was that other movie that I saw recently? I don't know.
I watched Alien today, man. That shit was so fucking boring.
What's that?
The Alien Covenant. I watched that shit today. Jesus Christ, it was boring as fuck.
Did you bust out laughing when Michael Fassbenders are on screen hitting on each other?
It was kind of stupid. Some parts were stupid, but I wouldn't say it was boring. It was, it was.
That shit was. I was sitting there. I was waiting for that movie to pick up, and by the time it picked up, it went down. So I was like, shit. I was like, but I did watch. I don't know if any of you guys watched that movie called Slight. Y'all know what that is, huh? Slight.
It's already out.
Slight already been at the movies and did badly, and then I mean, it wasn't a great movie at all. I mean, it was not a great movie, but I think the kid that's playing the main character, I think he's a pretty good actor. He's believable. He makes you. I think he would do well as Miles Morales. Honestly,
That's disappointing, man. I had a lot of hope for Slate.
Oh, speaking of Miles Morales, bring up a picture of that fucking Mezco Miles Morales. That shit is garbage.
Oh man,
the Mezco
don't care.
How dare you say that? I have one coming in the mail.
I think that they just wasn't ready for Spider-Man. They weren't ready for Spider-Man.
I talked about
like
that.
period.
I actually asked them about that in my interview. I said, why is the decision made to use that existing mold? Why wasn't the decision made to introduce a new teenage mold instead? And basically the answer was that's just what we had available. And we just wanted to run through the list of Spider-Mans that look, cool or that are of the moment right now. And that was
How else do you think Slumber Party Miles?
At least they were honest. Because if NECA would have done it, they'd have told you, oh, that's because short black characters don't sell. Nobody likes midgets. All type of stupid shit.
So what are you saying? Are you for this figure or against it? That just seemed like a random NECA slam rather than an actual point.
I bought the figure. So
there we go.
I knew the figure was going to be the same height as all the other figures from the beginning.
That's what I thought too.
I mean,
that's what I was expecting.
Yeah, there was no indication it was going to be short. So I bought it because I mean, it wasn't about liking the figure or not. It was about them being honest. At least they say, fuck it. We used the mold that we had, and that's what we wanted to do. Fuck it. Unlike Randy, he came up with an intricate lie.
All right.
And told Fabio to go spread it to the masses. Go, boy, go.
So what intricate lies has he told me that I'm spreading right now?
that their figures have excellent QC. I see you over there. I see you over there. I see you over there, plastic and paint, man, defending NECA to the death, man.
All right. Well, that seemed like it came out of nowhere rather than being about this point here. So let's get back to this here. No, the Miles head does not fit on the Mezco body, unfortunately.
Courtesy of Darius, it looked absolutely terrible.
Yeah. You're gonna have to shave that peg down. I don't think anyone wants to shave down an $80 figure just to fit this guy's head on it.
It doesn't even look like him.
That's too small.
It looks like somebody was like, "Hey man, can you Photoshop this Peter Parker head to look like a black kid?" And they were like, "Yeah." Because you put them next to each other, and it's like so similar. Like, man, foolishness. Looks nothing like Miles in the comics. That was
Miles looks like he needs to get out. Look
Yeah.
at him.
I have
Look at
I have 3 of those Miles. I don't even know where the heads are because as soon as I opened it, I was like, man, I'm never gonna put this weird looking random dude on this body. He looks like the little Burger King kid that they used to have back in the day.
with the high top fade.
Yeah, they used to follow the leader that was like on a wheelchair, and then the kid with the rollerblades. And
Right. He was tall. Yeah, the tall black kid with the high top fade.
exact man, that's exactly who he looks like. The high top fade kid from Burger King got a haircut.
Shit, that's funny.
So, Boog, what did you want to talk about with this Miles? Boog?
Yeah, my bad. I was grabbing something. Yeah, nothing really. I just think it looks whack. You guys said everything. I just think it looks. Mezco hasn't put together a Spider-Man that looks good to me yet. So
I'll say this: the Miles looks better than the regular Spider-Man, in my opinion.
I will give it that. I think it does look better than the regular one, but I'm not a fan of it still. But it does look better than the other Peter Parker Spider-Man does. That one 100% is like dollar store pajama central. I don't like it.
Yeah, it looks like the sleeves are a little bit short right here.
No, they're not. That's a piece of like leather type material that goes all the way down to the wrist to keep it from falling at the end.
Gotcha. All right, well, that's cool. One thing that Pierre told me in the interview is that that Superman that's been getting delayed that everyone's been waiting for, the classic Superman, they went ahead and changed the trunks on that one, so it's not going to have the knit shorts like it used to have, and now they're doing
so horrible.
Right, but now they're doing the the more like silk printed on there, kind of like how this stuff is on there. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
right. I'm just saying, but it looks bad. I accepted the original Superman that they showed us. And then once they changed the trunks to that type of shit, it just looks bad. And his neck is super long, and I don't know.
All right.
Definitely, I've had a lot of gripes with stuff that Mezco does, like just certain decisions. I just don't agree with. But oh well.
All right. Moving on. I don't think anything else we want to talk about here from SDCC. Some of the Mezco reveals, maybe.
That Joker was terrible.
You're crazy.
Yeah, the punk Joker.
The Hot Topic Carnival Ride Joker.
That Joker was dope. Now you tripping.
Man, he needs the million zipper black pants and a Pierce the Veil shirt.
Maybe so, but I'm saying that Joker that was nice.
I will give it to them.
I like that Joker.
They made their own version, so I mean I can't really say it doesn't look like a Joker because they just made it themselves. So
but I mean that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, I didn't say it was. I don't think it was. I commend them for wanting to do their own thing, but just not one that I like.
I like the Catwoman as well. I thought Catwoman was really dope.
Looked really nice.
Yeah, that Catwoman's really nice for sure.
Yeah,
it looked great.
I agree. The Catwoman looked good, but that Joker's ass.
I just think
I fucked up because even at the Diamond booth, they had a bunch of their previews exclusives on display, and I didn't get any footage of them.
That Deadpool looks cool.
Yeah, right here.
I mean, it's no offense to Like, I don't do it to sound like a dick, but it just kind of sucks that even though that Catwoman is really nice, we're getting a Catwoman before we get a normal Batman. How is that a thing?
What do you mean normal Batman?
Like just a standard Batman.
Well, I think they consider their, Ascending Knight Batman one of their standards, and it's only the first of 3. So they didn't have the other 2 on display, but it's pretty much in that same art style of like Mezco designed Catwoman and Mezco designed Batman. Honestly, I think they'll go better with the second Batman, and we haven't even seen what that looks like. But I don't really like that first one.
Why does this have the orange tip on them like they fake guns?
I think it's meant to be funny.
Hey man, you never know. The con security is serious. They got to check his weapons at the door.
Black Adam looks real good.
That fucking Black Adam.
The Shazam looks like a 70s serial show.
Yeah, for sure. Look at that Widow's Peak. Oh, such prominence.
Vicious, straight up social studies teacher, Widow's Peak. Impressive.
That Red Sun Superman.
Oh, that one's on pre-order. 1000%. That Red Sun Superman that's the one right there.
Man. It looked like Halloween dress up Superman.
I'll take it. Happy Halloween, man. I'll take it.
That's a good head, though. I think I'd put that head on the classic Superman.
Oh yeah, that head is really nice.
Aren't they the same heads?
No.
No, the expression is different. It's like a much more sour look on his face with this one.
Arsenal
looks awesome. He's gonna look sick next to Oliver Queen.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna look exactly the same, except for a different head and different colors.
It's 2 different characters right next to each other.
No, I'm just saying the outfit is exactly the same.
That outfit is well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it is. I was gonna say in the comics, but it's not the same in the comics.
I feel like the leather might be a little bit different on here. Maybe I haven't looked at my Green Arrow in a minute, but this looks a little bit different.
And this is, I mean,
the straps are different.
Design, no matter
straps are different, but the main costume is the same.
All right. Well, this Deathstroke I think is going to be great.
Oh yeah, the Deathstroke is impressive. When they have characters like that, that are like a more modern, like armored up look, they always do pretty well with stuff like that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take this version to be my Teen Titans version. I'm gonna do the Mark of Trigon on his fucking helmet, and then surround him with Tamashi fire effects. It's gonna look great. That's a good looking head too. This is in the Diamond booth though. This isn't at the Mezco booth.
Really?
Because these are previous exclusive distributed through Diamond.
Distributed through Diamond. Okay, yeah, I got you.
So that's why I say I fucked up, because I didn't even get a chance to. I mean, I went to the Diamond booth, but I didn't even notice that those were there.
So yeah, this Hulk looks pretty fucking nice.
There are a couple of different heads. What's with all this fucking hair on this fucking Thor?
I don't know what that is?
Looks like it was
Yeah, the cat running through the spell.
That Popeye. Awesome.
Right.
That shit is.
You know what? Awesome. I actually have.
We got the electrons.
I have some of the photos that I ended up taking while I was there.
Popeye?
Pull those up.
Oh. That Popeye's sick.
These are my photos that I took at the booth on my camera.
Man, if they do a Bluto, it is fucking on.
My focus is definitely on. There's that Batman Beyond.
Man, that Batman Beyond, I'm buying that.
Yeah. I have my issues with it, but I'm buying it the day it goes up on pre-order.
Yeah, no unmasked Terry McGinnis head, unfortunately. I did talk to them about that.
Oh, you know, Batman Beyond, it wasn't always Terry McGinnis.
Oh, that is another good point.
Mm-hmm.
That does look nice.
I always tell myself that when I have a problem. Look, that Joker, dope.
I just don't like the crossing guard vest.
He's at the anime T-shirt section right now.
But the Joker's always had an orange vest.
Maybe it just looks a little too much without like a jacket to kind of offset it.
That might be the case.
Everybody hated the jacket in the first one, though. What do you guys want?
Because he had a Steve Harvey jacket. That fucking jacket was so damn long. That's the longest suit jacket I've ever seen.
The Family Feud collection jacket. Oh my god.
I think this head will look good on the classic Joker, though, if you want to kind of modernize your Joker.
I liked it. I just like that Joker, man. I actually can't wait to get that Joker.
I like it too.
Justice League, Aquaman.
They can keep that.
Now, what's interesting is this is going to be like a rubber, the cloth suit with some armor pieces overlaid on top, kind of like that armored Batman was.
Khal Drogo.
Pretty much, man. I mean, you see him in that trailer. He's pretty much like a chill surfer dude, bruh.
Hey, man, Billy's going to buy 3 of those.
Of course.
On his off time, he's one of Dog the Bounty Hunter's associates.
Oh, man. They're still doing Star Trek.
Trying to catch these guys on Bond.
I asked them if the Kirk is going to come with the chair. They're not 100% on it yet. This was originally going to be the Trouble with Tribbles Kirk. Going to come with all the Tribbles and stuff, but now it looks like they might put him with the chair. It's not 100% yet.
They'll charge you $80 for the chair.
I mean, they charged a shitload for like that Frankenstein door.
Yeah, and that was like all resin too. They could have made that out of cheaper material, but fucking resin. Pierre did say that all the Ghostbusters will be in a 4-pack.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah,
I mean, spending all that money at once is going to be a hit.
That doesn't allow you to break them up and pay for them separately.
It's good for the consumer. I don't know why they would do that as
anyone who buys a Ghostbuster is going to buy all 4 Ghostbusters, so it just makes sense.
I'm not saying
it eliminates the problem of who to include the Slimer with. It's just better to bundle it all up together.
I mean, it's the same way with Ninja Turtles. You're going to buy all 4 turtles, but I mean, if the turtles were $80 a pop, that doesn't mean you want to spend, $320 on one set, especially with the way a lot of others are being offered. I mean, usually when Masco comes out with some shit as of late, they've been hitting people with a bunch of shit. I don't know. I just think it would be a better idea if they split them up.
So would they do to Harley? They fixed her?
No, she's still got the same articulation here.
I see they covered up that stomach though.
Yeah. Well, they took away the luck.
Dallas said it's the best Harley.
Everybody was all like, "This figure looks so good," and I was like, "This looks like the exact same thing that everybody was shitting on last year."
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Pancho. I mean, this bubblegum head, that's great.
I mean, I think the figure looks good. I mean,
yeah.
There's only so much articulation in. I don't know.
I like the jacket too.
I just don't like this Harley at all, so it's probably why I don't like the figure.
Right.
You'd have thought they did Deadshot more.
Cosplayer there posing next to the fucking Thor figure. That was cool.
You know what, Pharaoh? I think if and when they do a Deadshot, it's going to be the best looking one that they do from that film. Because, like I said, when they do armored looks like that, it turns out really nice.
That Daredevil looks horrible, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that.
Yeah, not
It looks very bloated.
A little bit, yeah.
It was all baggy and shit.
Oh, I think that's it. That's all my stuff. Hang on, let me look through this album.
Man, I was just waiting for like an awkward picture of Fabio of himself going to pop up in that album. like a bathroom selfie picture was about to pop up. Like, oh shit! Oh.
There's Thor Ragnarok.
Hey, that doesn't look too bad.
No, I mean, I don't plan on buying any of their movie stuff, but it does look nice.
I think I took more B-roll than actual pictures, though. So,
show that Hulk.
That Hulk was dope.
Picture of that Hulk, actually.
My girl wants that Hulk.
I mean, his head is like up here, though, so he is a fair amount bigger.
He should have been even bigger than that, though, huh?
I guess we'll see. No, that's pretty much all I got. I think I'm waiting for my camera to charge so I can finish uploading the rest of my stuff. I did get a bunch of B-roll of it, though, so that'll be in time for Pancho to edit it.
Man, we're going to have to do something, man. I got to see what's going to happen with Ghost and his fucking pistol.
With who?
Ghost.
You know damn well Fabio ain't watching no Power.
I don't know. I'm just saying that I got it. I mean, it's getting close to 8.
Yeah, let's take some questions.
All right. Questions, Q&A. It's now open.
Yeah, is there anything we didn't talk about that was shown this weekend that you're like, man, I need to hear this opinion on this item? Coast.
Well, here Dallas got some pictures right here. We got Deadpool and Wolverine side by side, so we can see the size comparison. Looks like they haven't fixed the shorts on this prototype yet, but you know the shorts did get hiked up a little bit.
Jesus, look at those shorts.
Man, he stole them straight from the crocodile.
Scoutmaster Logan, tell us a scary story.
Jeez, that's just crazy. I wasn't sold on that Deadpool either. I didn't buy that.
I think the X-Force one looks better than that one.
Yeah, I like the heart. I think his web gear on this one is just kind of lacking.
I actually passed on this one too. I ordered the X-Force one, but
I did too.
Okay, Mike Odom. Mike Odom's got the question of the week, question of the night. Where can I buy some damn ninjas? You can't.
Okay.
It's done. The window is closed. You got to wait for the next Kickstarter to come up or wait for them to pull out some extras. Other than that, secondary market, paying out the ass for them.
We actually never discussed the Ghost Rider with the bike.
Yeah, I'm going to get to that. I know Foosh put some pictures up. Our friends.
Come on, Fabio.
Hang on.
And then, while he's doing that, Loco Lou asked, which is that's an old school A.C.B.A name right there.
Loco?
What do you guys hyped for the most for Legends that they showed?
Honestly, the fucking vintage line looks amazing. I'm into it for sure.
I'm all about the Mysterio, man. That Mysterio is...
Can I see that cat? Can I see that cat? Close up? Do we got a close-up shot of that cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the painted chainmail on.
Yeah, sorry, I'm doing like 6 things.
Man, I'm excited for all of this shit, to be honest with you. There's a lot of shit they've shown that I really wanted.
That Mysterio, man.
Fuck, nobody got some close-ups? I guess they were all at preview night.
We didn't talk about any Black Series shit either, but I guess all of us hate Black Series.
They didn't really show much, did they?
Nothing that the most impressive thing there was their diorama display.
Okay, so it's not sculpted on, it's lined.
But it looks like they did change the painting application, so it's actually like scooped at the bottom. It's not like it's just a straight cut, and then it's got, the chainmail. So there's some effort put into it, but yeah, they're not gonna go and change.
I wish they would have changed the head too. I wish they would have changed.
Oh man, I'm sick of that head, man.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And then they gave the shield throwing effect to him too, so that's kind of interesting.
The worst effect.
Age of X Cap or whatever it's called.
I still think it'd be more dope if they did Secret War.
A Secret War line? Oh, it's coming. If they're doing a vintage line, that's going to be included eventually. And yeah, this is the Black Widow I was talking about. It's a new sculpt, so she's actually going to have like a, like leather to her, if that makes sense. Like there's some creasing going on right here and up here and, here. And then there's a seam that goes up the side of the leg as well. And this is what I was talking about too. Fucking, who was it? I think it was Manny Torres had brought up a thing in Plastic and Paint that's like, oh, the fucking Disneyfication of the Hasbro of Marvel brand. They can't do bullets on the fucking wrists. No, Dwight said that this is based on a more current look from the comics.
It is.
You could Black Widow is going to have the bullets on the wrists.
Yeah, that fucking those gauntlets she got on right there look like interchangeable screw tips for those screwdrivers.
Man, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like a bunch of those taped together.
Let's see. Yeah, that's a good looking bike too.
Show it from the side. Show the picture you just showed.
I'm trying to see if there's a side one. Yeah, this is what I was saying. See how the seam going up the side right here?
Yeah, they said that this bike is going to be able to have male characters on it too, so it's not going to be really small just for him.
It has a giant Black Widow sign on the side of it.
Hey, man, you get some nail polish remover, that's gone.
I mean, it's a good looking bike for sure, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
This is from Thursday, so there's no pictures of the Ghost Rider, but I'll get to that in a sec. Here's Domino, modern Domino. She's got the Mockingbird legs, mostly Mockingbird body, honestly.
Oh, that shit looks garbage.
She got a big
New
fucking
character,
head.
it's hard to complain.
I like the Mockingbird body, especially the torso movement.
This Deadpool, like I said, it's not going to have the sock head, so this is just a straight, regular flat head.
I mean, it just looks
weird. In the 90s, right? When he first appeared, he didn't have that.
Right.
But the head is really squared. The 90s is very circular.
True.
Yeah, it is very oval.
Yeah, like this just looks like a modern head, but they took off the droop. Like,
He
this
has no
doesn't look-
shoulders. Look at his,
I forgot to ask
look at his
It's going to
shoulders.
be removable. I hope it is. And if it's not, alternate head, please. I like it, but not all the time.
Well,
I also-
Mayshelf did it himself, so I'm sure we're gonna get alternate heads from
Why
him.
would they give you an alternate head? Why can't you just use the one that comes in the other cable?
That's true.
Oh.
I mean,
The other one's got the
half
the
robot face.
yeah, he's got
Oh,
the
robot thing. You're right.
virus showing on his face and shit.
There's no little nubbin back here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, harness looks so fucking bad.
This is on the
Harness.
what body is this? The all different Spider-Man 2099.
No, this is the bullseye one.
I think it's the bullseye body.
Right. Well, that's the same body
No, it's
No,
not.
it's smaller. It's not
Huh?
the same. No, it's not.
as the Sunfire.
Same articulation, but the bullseye is a little smaller than Spider-Man 2099, just a little bit.
Yeah,
What
Boog
about
did it in his
Sunfire?
review.
What's he on?
Sunfire is 2099. That's the same.
All right. Well, I got Sunfire and Bullseye, so I'm gonna go ahead and confirm that in just a minute.
Yeah, look at him. I'm pretty sure that bullseye's a little shorter.
All right. Well, we got Black Series here. Vintage line is gonna continue as we revealed from the panel, but it's gonna have more, Force Awakens and Star Wars Legends stuff on the vintage packaging, which sucks for me because I said I was only gonna collect these fucking 12 because it was only 12. Now I'm screwed.
Now, it looks like you never trust what people say online. The retro packaging is over. So everybody better hurry up and buy everything you see.
Let's see. Let me go to Toy Arc and see if they've got anything good going on.
Yeah.
Somebody asked what we thought of the SH Figure Arts Goku Black. I'll tell you what we think. Well, I'll tell you what I think. I think it's fucking awesome.
It's money.
Yeah, I like that. I don't even care about Dragon Ball Z.
Tell him, Pancho!
Pancho's the resident DBZ guy. Let's hear what he thinks.
Well, it's me and Rick, baby. Share the love.
No.
Yeah,
it's
whoa,
Pancho.
Fabio, you need to take a step back for a second.
I'm looking at the bigger picture. Don't you worry. And it's all Pancho.
Oh my God.
Good.
Don't do this, Fabio. Not live on air.
I think it looks so good. You know, they could have done some fucked up stuff, like reused the Goku head, all sorts of stupid shit like that. But the bottom line is when Goku Black is not Goku. His face is going to look different. He may have the body of Goku, but the expressions his faces make are not those of Goku's.
Tell him, Pancho.
A new mold was a necessity, and they delivered.
Boom.
Jesus Christ.
Somebody put on the DJ Khaled sirens.
They did cut some corners by reusing the same hair mold as the Super Saiyan God, just the Super Saiyan God Goku. But that was good. I don't mind that at all. I like that new hair mold too, with like the extra piece of hair coming out between the first two pieces of hair in Goku's hair mold. I think it's cool that they reused that. I saw a lot of people complaining about that, but like, why? It could have been so much worse.
What's going on with Vegeta and well, they have Vegeta at the con. They were selling that at the con, right?
Yeah, it's the early release.
Yeah.
He released in Japan too this week.
So I thought Vegeta and Nappa was supposed to drop last month, right?
No, they're a month apart. They were.
Yeah,
Nappa comes out the month after Vegeta comes out.
yeah. Remember, I think.
Here's Goku Black. I'm a little behind, but here we go.
Oh, he looks so good.
Yeah.
God.
So
Yeah, that looks nice.
Look at that gi coloring. That is not just straight up black, my friend.
yeah, it looks good, man.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I could just hear his smug fucking voice coming out of that skull.
You know what I just realized today? I've been winding up with you guys with the Japanese version and shit. I had no clue that that the English version was so fucking far behind. I did not know that.
Yeah, man, they still haven't even beat Frieza.
It's crazy. Why?
Man, they are slow. When animes like My Hero Academia and Space Dandy and a few others that are escaping me right now can simultaneously dub something as the Japanese comes out, it's like you feel cheated.
Yeah, there's no excuse at this point, man. It's 2017.
Yeah. How can all these other animes do the same thing? Like, and you can't do it. And you're the biggest anime.
It's weird.
This is the
there's
Vegeta that was on
definitely some
pre-sale,
stuff
right?
that inhibits it, but like, you know, to the naked eye, like, it doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't you be able to do it?
It doesn't make sense. It's not adding up. He was
Johnny
on.
Napper got those the coochie fingers.
He sure did. Go back to Napa for a second. Yeah, he looks dope.
He's got that sweet, sweet smell fingers.
You got even look on his face like, yeah.
You know,
Just had a
well,
date.
I brought her to orgasm.
stupid.
Some people were commenting that Super Saiyan 3 Goku's bang is not there. Like it fell off or something. Like it's right at the bottom of some box or some shit.
It is very likely that happened.
Yeah, did y'all see that? I'm pretty sure Rick, you saw it. It was posted in PMP last night, I believe. The black dude that was like joking on DBZ. He was
Oh
talking.
yeah, I tagged Pancho in it.
That shit was hilarious.
It's hilarious. I like that stuff. It's
That guy's a funny dude.
There's a full-on statue of the Awakening Goku, articulation and everything.
Really?
Yeah,
That's funny.
I've only ever seen that in Japan. That's pretty cool that it's here.
yeah.
yeah, that was at Wonderfest last year, right?
I feel like you might have had that at the Tamashi event in New York, maybe. I don't know.
Well, that would make sense to bring it there.
Yeah, it was. It was at the Tamashi event too. That Vegeta looks so good, man.
Yeah,
man.
it does.
Can't believe it.
Boom.
What was it? What was the storyline with that Vegeta?
That's just Majin Vegeta.
Okay, so tell me about that.
Give him the history. Give him the briefing.
He gets his brain and mind taken over by the evil sorcerer Babidi. He infests his mind, poisons his brain. It's dope. Really cool. My dream for this is if they release like a Great Saiyaman Gohan, because if they're doing Busaga stuff right now,
Oh, that'd be really cool, actually.
We got the teaser for Great Saiyaman Gohan from Bandai like in 2014. And we got nothing after that. It was literally just him posing, and it said coming soon. Well, you know, it's 3 years later, and I don't see anything soon. So
So nothing soon or coming.
there's nothing soon about 3 years, you son of a...
I did want to talk about this Pacific Rim section because they gave it a pretty good spotlight there.
God, I thought you said specific rim.
I want to talk about this rim right here specifically.
Boom.
So it's my understanding that these figures are going to be expensive. Fuck, huh?
No, dude, they're $18.99. Look what it says.
Well, some of them are expensive. They're the different line, and this is the Robot Spirits. These will range from $20 to $30, and the big ones are the Chogokin that are made of metal.
Right, but the only one they had of the Chogokin line was the big Gypsy Danger from the first movie.
But
Those
one,
take a lot of time and engineering, so you
That
wouldn't
one has a lot of moving parts. But here, Robot Spirits Gypsy Avenger, $20.
Unreal.
It's on pre-order right now on BBTS for $20 right now.
And then there's different classes of Jaeger, so these bigger ones are more in the 30 range.
Yeah, exactly. The simpler the Jaeger, the cheaper it's gonna be. I pre-ordered them all once they went up on Big Bad Toy Store. It was just, something I had to have.
Did you guys catch the teaser too for part 2?
Man, you bet your ass I did.
Good lord.
Starship Trooper vibes everywhere.
Power.
The Jaegers are here to help you.
That's the chick from GLaDOS from Portal 2.
Kind of sounded like that from Grandma's.
Because the first one really wasn't that good in my opinion.
I think they're more embracing the source material for the sequel, and it's going to be pretty fucking dope. Like in the promotional material that they showed, they've got these fucking Jaegers doing roundhouse kicks and fucking Superman punches.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be a little less clunky than the first.
Dude, I went so in on that franchise. Like, I love that franchise so much. I'm so excited because like all the books and all like they released this really cool book that had all the promotional material and all the like concept art and stuff for Jaegers, and this promotional book was getting me so hyped on the stuff that was not in the movie. I was like, oh man, what the fuck?
We ain't even talking about the movie. We're talking books.
I'm talking books, son.
Just from the books.
Street Fighter.
Oh, yeah, that fucking Goki was really impressive, man. That thing looks so cool. If there was any figure that would turn you off from buying Storm Collectibles and buying this, it was that one.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I get ready to see like everybody using the Zangief with that Armika.
That Akuma is money, man. That Akuma looks great.
Oh yeah, it is. It is real. It was one of those things where I have the first two figures of the Street Fighter line, and I was like, man, I'm just gonna keep buying the Storm ones. And then I saw that Akuma, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just keep buying them both.
I gotta say though, aren't they both from Street Fighter V? Why are the two Akumas different in looks? Anyone know?
One of them is a different, like you know, just like any character when you have like a costume change.
Mm-hmm.
Just like with Hot Guy Ryu, you know, he
Okay.
has shirtless, he's got the beard going, he's got the hair down. You know, it's
Okay.
just a different costume.
Okay.
Hopefully they include the big lion head though. The real
The only one.
Mufasa.
You're the only one.
Mufasa. Oh, here we go. Here's the big whatever Chogokin spirits,
Yeah,
Gypsy Danger.
Chogokin. Yeah,
This
this
is
thing
Gypsy
is
Danger from the first movie, and that's a
This
$250
thing is like-
release.
this thing from what they said is like 40% diecast.
And you look at all the pieces on it, and everything looks like it's movable, like all the different panels and all that stuff.
It absolutely is. There's a lot of engineering that goes into these Chogokin lines.
Oh man, he's even got the fucking boat bat.
Fuck yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Fucking boat. The fucking
Uh,
boat.
Speaking of Chogokin, like I've had the Megazord Chogokin for like 4 months now, and I just recently opened it last night, and that is worth the price point. It's like my first real like actual, because I got like the small Chogokin Megazord a long time ago that cost like $60, but like this is the first one that I had.
Yeah, the one that one was actually that one was a huge disappointment. The old Daijujin, right? It came in like a little blue box.
I think so.
Had like a lot of metal on it, right?
Yeah. I like that one. But that was like that, you know, funny story. That's like the first, that figure got me back into figure collecting when I was at New York Comic Con in 2012, I think.
That
And that-
figure was the first ever import to break on me.
Fuck.
But thankfully the break wasn't a very bad one. You know, the front crotch piece?
Mhm.
I just assumed it was going to be a flip up panel because a lot of imports do that, and I wasn't paying attention, and it ripped right off, and I had to glue it back on, but every once in a while it comes off and I have to re-glue it again.
That Mega Man Chogokin looks really cool too.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that Mega Man Chogokin is really, really cool.
Well, here's everybody's favorite Batman.
Oh, that Batman is a must buy now.
Yeah, I ordered that. Pre-ordered that.
That looks really
Cloth
good.
cape, brolic as hell, taking it. Fashionable male right there. That's a fashionable male.
This is the ideal male body. You might not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
Look at that physical specimen.
That Wonder Woman is disappointing. That is.
What? It looks better than the one. Oh, that head looks crazy from the side right there. Whoa.
Every hit can't be a home run. You know what I mean?
He's got a
you do
caveman
couple
brow.
bunts.
Look at that, dude. Where's her eyebrows at?
Sometimes you do a center field. Sometimes you do a bunt.
If,
You know, this is one of the bunts.
if her headband wasn't on, her forehead would look nuts.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
for sure.
It would. You could display movies on it.
Man, she looks like she's stranded at the drive-in. There's that Flash.
Here's the umpire outfit flash.
He's looking like a Kamen Rider or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know about this guy.
Those bug
The pose is terrible.
I mean, from what they're saying, the design of the suit is basically supposed to be like he cobbled together spaceship parts because that's the kind of material that allows him to run really fast without burning up, you know?
That is literally the pose from the meme of "Take it easy, man."
Yeah, it really is.
Whoa, take it easy, man.
Yeah, this cap looks really good. The samurai cap.
Yeah, that looks sick.
Even the Spider-Man looks sick. Like if somebody was, I mean, I think anybody would take it for free. But if somebody was like, "Man, you got to take this," I'd be like, "Yeah, hell yeah."
I've been meaning to get that Spider-Man for such a long time.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that Spider-Man is really cool. Real Raimi vibes.
Homemade suit Spider-Man with
That
the
was cool.
wall. And now they're packing in the some different color Tamashi explosions and fires with these figures. So the Star-Lord's going to come with some purple explosion effects. And in the
That's like
background,
the
they've got
loophole.
they actually had it for sale there, but they've got Doctor Strange with a bunch of fire effects as well.
That's their loophole in effect for having to sell these figures for over $80, right?
Yeah, that is in fact what they do.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't just pack Rocket with Star-Lord and charge you $80.
Well, that would make too much sense, Rick.
Exactly. Now you have to buy a Rocket and like 17 effects parts. That's the real way.
Movie realization Django looks pretty good. I think the
That looks really
standout
sick.
Did
I
you?
think
show was this Darth Maul though. This looked fantastic.
Oh yeah, that Darth Maul is awesome.
This is like
Like
the
what,
thing that
man?
would get me into this line. And looks
That
like
Django looks pretty Unchained if you ask me.
oh,
Yeah, damn, that Darth Maul is fucking.
you said that wrong. The expression is off the chain.
God.
Boom. I'm gonna do it again, man. Tonight's not my night.
We got General Darth Vader. I don't know what all these different Darth Vaders the difference is, but looks cool.
We're Vadering.
I guess there's no close-up photos, but this the Shadow Trooper looks really good too.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty sick.
And then they had the Boba Fett prototype for sale there.
Weren't they supposed to be releasing another Death Trooper, like a deluxe Death Trooper or something for Figure Arts? I saw some promo pictures for that.
That Lightning McQueen is the worst.
I bet it doesn't even have articulation. Who cares?
That thing is It has articulation, but it's like $300. So
Wait, go back to
no
that.
thanks.
Surely you jest. Come on.
Yeah, the wheels move and the eyes move and stuff like that. It's like super expensive. Go look it up on Big Bad Toy Store. It'll be really annoying to see.
Well,
Is that's the same
They're
thing,
so
right?
yeah,
think
they're so confident in that thing that they have a blue variant coming of it because they know people will buy the first one. They're confident, man. It's confident.
back to the homepage. What have we missed that you guys want to see? We want to see the new Storm stuff?
Yeah, Heihachi would be like the main thing you'd want to show just because the Tekken announcement finally happened.
Yeah, and then King of Fighters 98.
Yeah, King of Fighters, that's awesome.
Wondering where the Storm Collectibles section is here. Well, we can take some questions while I look this shit up.
All right, let me look at the questions while you're looking that up.
Four Horsemen had a pretty solid booth. They had a lot of reveals. I might actually get in on that Mythic Legions line, but I think I only want to get for now because
Talk about Gwenpool. I will talk about Gwenpool.
do it.
Gwenpool this looks so fun, man. That little backpack, the cell phone. She's got the tongue sticking out, looking like a real Instagram thought. It's I'm liking it. I think it looks really fun. I think if you take that character too seriously, it's just you're
Oh, here we go.
doing the wrong thing, man. It's just a fun character.
So here is Storm Collectibles.
Boom.
Different colorways for Vega / M. Bison.
Hell yeah.
Boom. And then there's multiple colored Zangiefs.
Really?
Yeah, there's like 3 colors of Zangief in there.
I recently learned that Ryu is another name for chili oil.
Yes, indeed.
Explains a lot.
More you know.
You never watched the Food Network?
I have not recently. I don't have cable.
Oh my God! Look at the real Mufasa hair color difference right there. Super Saiyan Akuma. Man. That is God mode right there.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good looking figure, but you gotta like the design.
Yeah. You just have to be a fan of it. Same with the Hot Ryu. I know a lot of people really don't like the Hot Ryu and they think he's stupid, but I think it's pretty funny.
I just love that he's called Hot Ryu.
The box literally says
they did
Hot
two
Guy
ways for him,
Ryu. Ridiculous.
Put 2 colorways on him.
Oh
Three.
man, you can't
There's
just call
3
one Hot
colorways.
Ryu.
So it's safe to say that pretty much any single character is gonna get 3 or 4 different colorways on him.
Yeah, especially if it's it's easy to do.
Yeah.
No question. Boom. We got Blue Pants. We got Old Man.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Keith. Whoa.
Here's the classic right here.
Yeah. Man, that guy is going to look really nice with Armika. Cute.
Yeah, and it's a good way for them to show up the different heads as well. You know, 3
Yeah.
heads, put it on 3 different bodies, 3 different colors. It's a smart display. Got Ken.
And we got Yellow Pants Ken. I don't know, for whatever reason, Soda Yellow Pants Ken was really expensive. You know, we'll see if this translates.
And then we got some prototypes for Mortal Kombat.
We got the
Sector
fucking
slash-
dragon in this house, man.
What's the name of the other fucking robots? We got Sector, Cyrax, and what else?
Cyrax and Sector. There's
There's
Smoke.
one more though. There's 3 colors, right?
Isn't it Smoke?
Yeah, Smoke.
Mhm.
So here's all 3 of them right here. Basically, who knows which one it will actually be at first? But Sector, Cyrax, and I like Cyrax, the yellow one, the most.
Oh, he was classic. He was the first one.
Yeah, because he threw that fucking green net at people. That was badass.
Son of a bitch.
I liked him because he was like a robot predator, honestly.
Boom.
And we got Liu Kang,
Okay. Woo!
Woo!
and this is he's also from MK2, like the other ones. I know the robot is, but Liu Kang, I don't remember if he had this much detail on his wrist gauntlets.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because I mean that new MK10 Scorpion throws me off. Actually, that's MK9.
Well, that katana is not MK2 katana for sure.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't know.
She doesn't get that hair until way later on in the series.
I mean, it's just a little weird for me that they start changing up the game that most of these figures are from halfway through the line.
Did the original ones actually on the box have MK2 logo?
No, they didn't.
Well,
But everybody knew.
This could just be their own like hodgepodge.
Right. I mean, it just says Mortal Kombat, but I mean, if you look at the designs of them, they give you
Those are very
body from
clearly.
MK2 with alternate mask options from MK1 and MK2, at least for all these ninjas.
I don't remember what they said in our interview, but like maybe
Because MK1 for 100% only had shin guards. It wasn't until MK2 that they added knee pads to them as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at the box right now, and even the dragon logo that they use is from MK9.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
just like
definitely is.
amalgamation of every property or every game.
And
boom.
these were suits that were available in MK9 as well, so they could get away with it.
Look who it is right there. It's Baraka the Rapa.
But this is MK10 Scorpion, right? MKX? Am I wrong?
Scorpion?
I'm pretty sure this is MKX Scorpion.
Possibly. Let me see what's up.
Pancho's looking it up right now. Stay
Do it,
tuned,
do it.
though. Hold on.
Going. We got the Comic-Con exclusive Noob Cybot on the
Man,
left.
that figure pissed a lot of people off.
I mean, what were you expecting? It's an easy fucking, it's a non-essential repaint.
No, I mean that they wanted it so bad and it was only available there. That's what pissed everybody off.
Gotcha. Everyone knows that Noob Cybot is the original Sub-Zero brought back to life. This is this Sub-Zero is supposed to be the original Sub-Zero's brother. Anyone know the lore? All right, guess not.
Hermanos.
Looks incredible though.
Oh yeah, that Shao Kahn is impressive.
Oh, Khan, Christ, Jesus, look at that.
5 years coming.
And here we got their other lines here, 1/6 scale, some statues. That Mike Tyson's fierce. I like it.
Look at those little Tysons, man.
Yeah.
Every single one of those Tysons are going to be bought without hesitation. And look at
Yep.
Hokamaniac over there.
Yeah.
When it comes crashing down,
That Muhammad Ali, come on, man.
yeah, the Muhammad Ali, that's fucking awesome too.
Yeah, I do like that Hulk Hogan though.
He's a real American.
I'm wondering why the small version of it, the ringside exclusive, didn't have this lightning on this helmet though, on his bandana. Should have had some of that going on there. Oh well.
Did you already pass that the Heihachi?
I don't think it was on this display. Let me see if there's more. Here we go. Tekken 7. There he is.
There we go.
So that's all they have so far.
Yeah, that's all they showed. Somebody in the comments wanted us to show.
Now,
it.
correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like they're using the same biceps across the board for these guys.
I think when they can reuse stuff, they just will.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which
'Cause
is one of
feet
the
look the
cases
same
where-
too
Yeah.
as Ryu. The gi looks a little bit different. I mean, it's a gi. How much different can you make it? But it looks like it has more texture to it as opposed to the Street Fighter stuff.
Yeah, and the sash is completely different.
Right.
He's a weathered old man. He needs that texture.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh man.
That's why I add crunchies to my poke bowl. I like texture in my food. That looks good. Nothing from King of Fighters yet, I don't believe.
No, I think we just saw the placard.
Yeah. Rick, you wanted to see the horror stuff, right? From NECA, the stuff that was covered up on day one.
Oh yeah, that Chucky, man, that was really sick.
Yeah, the Chucky's good, but the horror stuff that that was covered up on that first day ended up being the Guillermo del Toro collection, which is kind of neat.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they're doing an entire line of Guillermo del Toro. It's not on this one, but let's see. Here we go. Guillermo del Toro signature series. This is the first one so far. I don't think I ever saw this movie, Devil's Backbone, but this is a 7-inch scale figure. They're all going to be 7-inch scale figures. It's going to come with his diorama and all that stuff. This is Santi. Where is the rest of it, though? Here we go. So they're doing the Pale Man and the Fawn from Pan's Labyrinth. So these are the three that were covered up on preview night. And these are 2-up prototypes, but these will actually be 7-inch scale. And from what he said in our interview, there's 5 figures in this first assortment. So there's 2 things we're not seeing quite yet.
Boom. Get ready for New York Comic Con because there's going to be reveals.
And they posted a picture later on of fucking Doug Jones stopping by the booth and checking these out. So that's kind of cool because he played both of these characters.
A penis? What is that?
Yeah.
Is that a penis?
They're strutting it up, man.
It's going to be crazy to see how they articulate this dude right here.
What was that thing?
The Pale Man.
Like, when I buy that, if there's one figure I don't want to break, it's that. It's because I was especially bummed when my alien figure broke, and because it has like those weird like legs, just like that Pan's Labyrinth guy is gonna have. But I'm stoked. I'm stoked with those figures.
Backbone. Oh, and 1/4 scale Shredder and Foot Clan are coming. So if you got those big 1/4 scale turtles, you're gonna have a Shredder and Foot Clan to go with them.
So,
All 4 of those?
what's up with this Raphael? Is that going to be a new Raphael, or are they just going to release the clothes?
It's a 5th release. That's basically the same tooling as that original Raphael with new accessories. And the way he said it was basically it just gives them time to make money back on the mold a little bit more, so that they can work on this stuff a little bit longer, the new stuff like Shredder and Foot Clan. And if Shredder and Foot Clan do well, we will get Casey Jones.
Is he the same price as the rest of them? 100?
I think it will be, yeah.
Lawbreakers.
Is that a Jose Canseco bat? Tell me you didn't pay money for this. 1/4 scale stuff, yeah.
Oh, that God of War Kratos is really nice.
This is coming in 1/4 scale and 7-inch, and there might be other figures in the assortment to go with it. More to be revealed.
The other Kratos is probably my favorite NECA figure I own.
You'll get one from 4 in that same scale.
Boom.
And his son probably too, because his son's kind of one of the other main characters in the game.
Yeah.
Here, Woman.
It'd be disappointing if we didn't get a son.
Deadpool is getting a 1/2 scale release, which is fucking nuts.
They're
weird.
pulling a sideshow right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
The thing is going to be like 3 feet tall.
Let me go back to the horror stuff so we can see the Chucky.
Man, I hope they fix the arms on the Chucky, but like even if they don't, I'm just so impressed with it that
What's wrong with the arms?
they're really long. Take a look at it; they're kind of long.
Well, they're doing this Evil Dead 2-pack. We saw that at Toy Fair, actually. Ultimate
Ash
Ash.
is down there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so here's the Chucky. Yeah, his arms are a little bit long.
Yeah, but even if they don't fix it, honestly, I'm pretty hyped about having a Chucky right out the gate be an Ultimate Chucky. So
Yeah. They haven't done Chucky since the Cult Classics line, and that one was fucking...
exactly.
Those arms look kind of long, yo. Those arms look a little...
When they're posed up, they don't look bad, but when it's on his side, he looks really.
You know what? I don't know if it really matters for a doll, though, right?
No, I mean, I think the doll in the movie was pretty stylized like that too. It's.
I'm looking that shit up right now.
Yeah, do it. But look at all these fucking accessories, man. You got a yardstick, butcher knife, hunting knife, shaving razor.
You got the little peg arm with a knife shoved in it.
Right, his little gun.
Oh man.
We're doing Henrietta from the TV show. The fucking grown-up demon spawn. And that'll be a good army builder right there. I think there's 3 in the show, but honestly, this body mold is pretty solid. You could probably get away with doing some other stuff with that.
Yeah,
And
you
then
know what?
Asylum Ash.
The arms do look long.
And look at this Asylum Ash though. Look at the double joints on here. It looks a little funky right now because it's all flesh tone, but the fact that they can do double jointed elbows like this now is kind of neat. Actually, Slashy Puppet.
Oh yeah, actually Slashy.
Yeah, that's kind of a
That's
bonus.
always like the funnest stuff, man, when it's like stuff from a show.
Freddy's Revenge 2.
Freddy's
That's
Revenge.
fucking.
This time you're really gonna have a nightmare.
You're all my children now.
I sent a picture of the arms, Fabio, so you can compare. It actually does look like they're really long.
Okay. Here's I think he's getting a new head or something. These fucking dogs are creepy as hell.
Yeah, those are creepy as fuck. Those look like somebody beat up Rob Schneider and then put him on a dog.
Not Deuce Bigelow.
What did they do to Deuce?
Dream Warriors. Freddy prop bucket replica. It's kind of cool.
Good Lord.
And this was really cool. And I actually did want to talk to him about this because it seems like they're one of the only companies doing a lot of these accessory sets.
Yeah,
so this
that-
is pretty tight right here.
that is pretty sick.
You've got accessories to go with pretty much each of the Ultimate Freddys. Obviously, they're all interchangeable or whatever, but you got the dock for part 3/part 4. You got the rock for part 6. You got the Camp Blood Sign for part 6. Everything else is like pretty cool. Looks pretty solid.
No, it's fucking sick, man.
Oh, and he also said that this rock is gonna have like a chain with a bendy wire in it, so that you could put your Jason to look like he's underwater with like kind of like Simon Hill did for that one photo.
As many things as I don't agree that NECA does, stuff like this is always really cool. And the
Yeah.
reason why people do like them so much is because of stuff like this.
Mm-hmm. And then the sign, obviously, you can change out. So if you want to do the regular Crystal Lake versus the Camp Blood sign, easily swappable. The dock, I mean, it's pretty cool. Mohawk.
Actually, you know what? Somebody mentioned in the comments, didn't NECA actually do a 1/1 scale Chucky once?
I think that might have been Mezco, because Mezco's been doing
that's
Chucky
what it
dolls forever.
Would probably
Yeah, it
look
was Mexican for sure.
would probably look more impressive with NECA's style now doing it.
Mm-hmm. And then this is the retro cloth style Chucky, but it's different from the one that they released with the movie on like Scream Factory a little while ago. Same box, but they're actually putting like the Chucky head in here rather than like the good guy doll.
Actually, you have a NECA question right now, Fabio. I know you're going to want to answer this one.
What is it?
Did you find out when Batman and Joker Alien Pack comes out?
It's been, I don't want to say it's been delayed, but they're still working on a few licensing things because there's like 4 different licenses involved across that entire endeavor. You've got fucking Dark Horse, you've got Warner Brothers, you've got Fox. There's like, it's a licensing nightmare. So it is coming out, but it's probably been pushed to 2018.
There you have it, folks.
Let's see, sci-fi figures. We got RoboCop versus Terminator.
That is pretty sick.
Here's the one thing I want to talk about with fucking Blade Runner. Yes, these 2 figures are coming out, and they're doing the spinner vehicle, not fidget spinner. Fuck off. The spinner vehicle from the new movie, and that's the Cinemachines line. But they are working on a one that's to scale with the figures, so you can put them inside of the vehicle, which is
Jesus, that is going to be impressive.
I'm hyped for that. Like, I'll buy the Blade Runner figures, maybe even multiples, just to help the fucking sales on that and get that going, because I would love that.
Do it on our behalf, Fabio. When you buy them, think
I'll
of
take-
Pancho and I.
I'll take 5 or 6 for the team right here. Valerian, good likenesses. I hear the movie's all right. Fuck it.
I hear the movie is terrible.
Yeah, I hear it's visually great, but just
Oh yeah, that is one thing I will give it. I hear that it is visually like really impressive.
RoboCop versus Terminator. This RoboCop on the left with the jetpack is an ultimate figure, and the 2 on the right are a 2-pack, and they're army builders
Endo.
technically. If you've read the comics, so if you want to get all of the Endo Cops and the dogs, it'll be easy for you to army build those. Let's see, fucking RoboCop. Yes, we get it. Quarter scale Terminator. It's got the new diaphragm joint on it. They might revisit the 7-inch one and also put a diaphragm joint on it. If they do that, they didn't say this. This is just purely speculation on my part. But if they do come back and do a more like double ultimate Terminator, I think that's when we'll get our John Connor.
if they do a double Ultimate Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
I like
I'm
it.
a fan of alliteration.
Boom.
Okay, that's it for that. So yeah, if they do a John Connor, it'll probably be with an updated Terminator to match the articulation from that quarter scale. Oh, you want to see the Leica stuff for sure? I know you do.
Man, you better put that on the screen immediately.
So this is the Coraline exclusive that they had. This is just the beginning of their relaunch of the Leica line. They're doing
This
figures,
is just the beginning.
merchandise, statues. They're doing everything from all the Leica films.
I tell you this, I've never seen my family be so interested in something as when I pulled that figure out of the shipping box.
Yeah.
They just kept asking me questions like, "Oh my God, is this like? Oh, where's this from? How many toys are there of Coraline?" I was like, "It's actually the first one." Or there was more in the past, but I was too far away from now.
This quarter scale cap's gonna have a new Chris Evans head to go with it, so that's kind of neat. Let's see, Doctor Strange.
Spider-Man is giving off heavy Japanese vibes.
Yeah, got a very
Super.
Super Sentai thing to it. I mean, the articulation on this one is through the roof. I mean, it's a big figure, but they're doing as much as they can with the scale. They got toe joints, fucking pivots, double jointed knees, double jointed elbows.
There's an actual. It looks like there's an actual ab crunch there. That it's not just
Yeah.
a diaphragm.
It is an ab crunch. The eyes are going to be interchangeable, so you pop those out, you put the new ones on. Doctor Strange, cloth wired cape. Fucking X-Force Deadpool. I told you, everyone's fucking doing X-Force Deadpool. It's an easy repaint. That's all from day one, so they didn't have everything on display quite yet. But here's some of the Leica stuff. These are I think these are maquettes from the movie.
Those are just so cool. Damn, look at that Paranorman, man. Cool, Jesus.
Yeah.
I need Kubo figures yesterday.
Yeah.
Tell me about it, man. And that's what's the name of this guy then? What's the name of the guy from Box Trolls?
Box Trolls, but I don't remember his name.
Box Kid. There we go.
Yeah, Box Trolls kid.
Box
Dude,
Trolls.
look at these fucking dunks though. Are you stupid?
Dude, when the way that you got these figures was that after the movie, there was a special code on the screen and you entered it and you got entered into a raffle to win. 20 of the people that won actually got heads of figures attached to the shoes.
Jesus.
So there's people out there that have like the head sculpts of the cat that she had and of the little mice that jump from the film. Those are the Paranormans and those are the Kubo Jordan 15s.
These are the Kubos, right?
Yeah. They have both the logos on each shoe. Those are the Box Troll Rosha Run mids.
Oh man. And then finally, what else have we got? Fucking Alien Predator stuff.
All right, fuck NECA.
Boom.
Well,
From the head honcho.
these were fucking hyped right here. Were the Alien versus Predator arcade game figures? These look great. Anyone ever fucking played these?
700 Predators that came out before these. What are you talking?
Well, yeah, but they're modeled after the fucking game.
I never even knew there was an arcade game for Predator.
Yeah, dude, it's the one where Dutch. It was a Capcom game, and the playable characters were Dutch. These two Predators right here on the left.
Is that a man Predator? Why you look naked?
That was just the design of the game. But that Dutch that was in the game had this giant fucking like robot arm. It was crazy.
Damn, some Spencer vibes, huh?
And then they come with human weapons because you could pick up. This is one of the bosses from the game too, and he fucking stabs himself, and a chest burster comes out of him.
Typical blue person.
Yeah, fucking great too. And what's cool is like even though these are fucking video game paint, they're slightly more like matted, like muted colors, so they're not quite as garish looking as the other video game stuff. So they could blend in with your regular shit too.
Well, this is some of the first video game repaints they've done that aren't 8-bit. Like all their other video game stuff have been 8-bit stuff.
Sometimes
like a very
16-bit.
palette. This is like from an arcade game, so you got a lot more colors to choose from.
Yeah, there's good shading here. It's not just like blocks digitizing
Right.
around.
You can kind of see that is with this Predator right here in the middle, as you can kind of see how the circles kind of flow out, change color.
Yeah. If they branch out into like 16-bit, 32-bit video game stuff, as much as like the 8-bit video game stuff is cool, it's just like, what the fuck am I gonna use this for?
Yeah, you got to make a whole diode to go with it and everything.
Yeah, it's way too squared off on a rounded sculpt, And it just, it does throw people off, including myself.
This is the Hornhead Predator from the current ongoing Life and Death Dark Horse
A
series.
horny guy, man.
Yes, sir. Look, he's so horny he doesn't even care she's on her period.
Boom. That's a she. That's not a him. All those people out there assuming.
And then, of course, fucking Broken Tusk Predator from the classic AVP comic, the very first like crossover in comics, and then Machiko Noguchi. Only the second human in the entire Predator line, so big honor, I guess. What else? Oh, I wanted to ask if this James Cameron is going to be flesh tone plastic like these other figures are. That's confirmed. Yes, he will. This is just an in-house prototype that they painted up themselves. The actual factory sample will be like all sweaty and fleshy.
What the shit?
You don't want James Cameron? Come on, man. You put that head on a Paul Reiser body, you could have some behind the scenes directing photos.
God.
That'd be pretty cool.
We have a question while he's looking through the pictures. Somebody asked what we thought about the WWE SHF stuff, and
I went through it.
I don't know why somebody asked. Maybe he wasn't here at the time. I don't know what they're thinking with like all these era jumpings. Personally, those aren't like the Kane and Undertaker that everybody would want. I don't think they look bad or anything, but I just don't think that that's like the eras of those two people that anybody would want.
I think that they should have made them both a little bigger too.
Yeah, they were definitely.
And they are too short, man. No excuses for having the good articulation. Those are too short.
Mhm.
That Kane is literally the same height as the Rock figure. That is inexcusable, man. And what's even crazier is that it looks like the Vince McMahon is going to be taller than Kane and Undertaker.
No, it's funny when I could swear that we asked who was that, P, that we interviewed that
I know you're talking about.
what's his name again? Rich.
Yeah.
I could swear that when we spoke to Rich, we asked him specifically. One of us had to ask him about the size of Kane and
Yeah, the height.
and if they would be bigger. I could swear that he assured us that they were going to be, to scale and be the right.
Well, they're not. They had them for sale there at the con, and that's what you were getting. So
Even in that era, they're much older, and they're not like usually when people get older, they kind of hunch over a little bit. Even hunched over, they're still too short, like way too short.
This guy's making an all-time. You sound like Fabio campaigning for NcurableKollector.
No, there's no excuses, man. They fuck.
Guys, they're in their 40s. You shrink a little bit when you get old. So.
No, I mean, you look at the Undertaker. That dude hunches over now, but he doesn't hunch over that much. That's pretty bad. For the Undertaker and Kane to be the exact same height as The Rock that's just a fuck up.
Yeah, definitely.
They make The Rock look like a small man. Like I don't know why they would be the same height.
yeah, those dudes are literally supposed to be fucking giants.
Yeah, I don't know why everything else was not been a problem. The Triple H is a little bit taller than Rock and Stone Cold. So
I almost bought Triple H while I was there.
also I don't know if it bodes well that they didn't show anything.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of strange that they showed like not even like something, like one person.
Yeah, I didn't even see
Vince McMahon's not even there. Yeah, he's not there either.
I wonder if this ring set is going to be available though.
Those are effects parts that they have. I'd assume that they would release them in that color. They did those for I don't know if you know the SH Figure Arts line Kaniku Man.
Yeah.
Ultimate Muscle. They have the ring parts like that for that series. So just a quick repaint. They should do it. If they don't, I'd be pretty surprised. Do it
Speaking
the
of
ring
wrestlers,
part
maybe I should look
collectible.
at the Mattel stuff. Mattel had some pretty decent shit on display, even though some of it is very questionable. I'm not even sure I see any Mattel coverage on this site, to be honest.
Hey man, I'm not surprised, man. Yeah. I am not surprised.
Yeah, nope, no Mattel here.
Oh, we got a question while he's looking for Mattel. Is what's with DC Icons remakes?
Man, I didn't get to talk to them about that, but they're basically doing icons in their original scale rather than what the whole point of icons was.
Yeah, it seems like they had so many complaints about the way that they did articulation. They were just like, fuck it, let's not switch it up just on newer coming releases, and they just started over. If they didn't look so nice, I'd be upset. But they just look really cool. Like that Nightwing.
I mean,
This Batmobile is probably the best thing they showed off, and only because you can probably fit a Mezco Batman in there.
Hey man, I don't know if it's the best thing they showed off after I seen that price.
Oh shit! How much was it?
$300.
What?
Because it's remote control, it has smoke, and it has sound.
Surely
that's
you
the same one
jest.
we saw, but at
Batman looks like
Yeah, it's
crap.
the same one that we saw. Definitely. Look at that fucking crotch. Get these shits out of here.
Man, look at that cyborg. It looks like somebody literally melted a piece of tinfoil.
Oh my god.
Fuck Mattel. Sheesh.
I mean, this Flash doesn't look terrible, but geez.
Hey, that looks like that Flash has double jointed knees, but still, like.
Oh, he does, dude.
Man.
Right.
Definitely does.
Armored
A
Batman.
little late there, Mattelio.
are those cloth capes with no wires?
Yeah, but it's
Bet your ass they're cloth
tape
tapes with
plus
no
like
wire.
the rubber overlay on top.
They,
So
they went back to the 90s with that shit. That is nuts.
They went back to the Michael Keaton Batman movie figure line
yeah.
with rubber overlay on top of a cloth.
Yes, come on.
Don't even go to the Jason Momoa. It's just
Hold
gonna.
up, hold up. These shits don't even have an ankle pivot?
Nope.
No.
Turn this off.
Change the channel.
No, Mattel, baby, what is you doing?
Yo, it's crazy, man.
I mean, they're doing mirror. That's neat. I
Oh
guess.
my,
Look at this.
oh
Look
my
at
god,
fucking awful like pins in here. Come on,
dude, she's got the granny panties on.
Jesus.
She's got the grandma period specials.
There's your
Oh,
killer.
look at that! Look at that, Jason Momoa.
Oh, that Jason Momoa is the worst of them all.
Woo.
Bro, if they were gonna do this style of Aquaman, they should have just given him the hook hand and make him look all edgy with that like half chest breastplate he had in the 90s.
Man, if Billy was here, he'd throw a chair at the screen.
Nice.
He hates
He
the
is.
claw hand.
He totally just did. Oh, here's they're doing two different colors of these fucking what are they called? Parademons.
Why did they switch the design of the parademons? In the other movie, they looked all gray and dinosaurish, and now they look more like Steppenwolf than the actual Steppenwolf that's in the film.
Because they're born to be wild, baby.
Born to be wild.
Gee, this is just painful.
These are the kids line right here. So you got the giant Electra style forearms.
You know, the adult line is the kids line.
Yeah. That's why it's just and first of all, I hate what this fucking vehicle is called. It's called the Night Crawler with a K.
Wow.
Like the Night Crawler.
That's how you really stick it to Marvel.
Jesus. And these
Hey,
have
Colossal Customs, Fabio, is saying that did you notice that these new WWE basics they showed don't have bicep swivel anymore?
Yeah, it looks like they're switching to the the pin socket elbows.
Man, they're really making you pay for just wanting to steal their head sculpts now.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's what everybody does with the basic line. Like that's what everyone does, and
Yep.
they're pissed and they just want to piss you off now.
Here, I'm gonna go on ringside to see if they have some images.
They're just gonna take the damn head sculpts and put them on the good figures. Well, then here's less articulation for the shitty figure.
If they keep charging $9.99 for those and take away articulation, we're gonna have problems.
Yeah, I honestly think $9.99 was too much when they had bicep swivel. They're lucky that sometimes it would make no sense because I don't think Pancho and Boog collect the line, but sometimes the basic figures that were $9.99 would have better head sculpts than the ones with like the ab crunch, the elite line. It would be really annoying. So people would always just steal the heads because sometimes they would just turn out better. Like they just throw the heads of the wrestlers in a bag and they pick it out and they're like, aha, this one gets this head this time.
I see that now. Look at that. Look at this Seth Rollins and Sting.
Man, look at that Rhino. Terrible. Look at those arms on Rhino.
I mean, at least they fixed the elbows on him. This looks like
It looks like he's stealing two hams
oh
in each arm.
boy.
Oh, man, there's the girls. Oh, what?
Oh, dude, this fucking Virgil down here.
Jesus.
I can't wait to have him at a con booth table all by himself.
Don't even show that to Boog. He'll get pissed off. He is not about them dressing up the black man like that. The amount of times that me and Boog have talked about the New Day with disdain in his voice has been
They're just like the most non-threatening, safe characters they could have possibly made. The New Day.
Man, I love the New Day so much.
Wait, oh shit! They're doing a new Storm Collectibles Hulk Hogan.
Brother.
Red and white Hollywood Hulk Hogan ringside exclusive.
Yeah, I thought that was the one that was on display that you showed earlier.
No, that was the 6 scale. Oh, yeah, the 1/6 scale one.
Hogan.
Yeah, they had a
That's
really
cool.
cool display going on as far as like all the figures in one, you know.
Yeah,
big-
it was very clean. Like, why don't the DC like stuff do things like this? Like, it's crazy how in companies there's such a lack of communication within the lines. Like with Star Wars and Hasbro, with Marvel Legends, and now with this, like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird. Did you see Vonner there at all?
I didn't know.
He has to have been there. He works for Mattel.
Yeah, he was there for sure.
No, I didn't see him around. Not
He's
during-
the head of
during my time
WWE.
there.
It's crazy that he shows up and they lessen the articulation when it's usually the other way around.
Right, yeah, that's nuts.
Is Bonner in Mattel now?
He's the head of the WWE line.
Oh, okay. No, I only saw Bill McKenna there.
All right, let's take a final question. I gotta do some shit over.
For sure. Well, this is what Rick was talking about. Look at there's no bicep swivel anymore. But if I'm not mistaken, I think that since these are pin socket elbows, you can rotate them there as well. But that's still no excuse.
Still
Wow.
try.
Still try.
Yeah, dude. Well, this Rhino still has it, so it could be on a.
Yo, look at his fucking legs rubbing together. Whoa.
He's got a thigh gap. Look at that. Look at that thigh
He's
gap.
gotta have a serious case of thigh rash.
He's chafing. He's definitely chafing. No question about it.
He's gonna need a lot of
Luscious
baby
feet
power
right
by
there.
the end of the day.
Tyler Bate. That's
He's
kind of
got
cool.
he's got to put an ointment in between his legs.
I think the best question that we haven't answered, somebody asked it earlier, I can't remember who it was, but take credit for it later, is what figure that they didn't show for Marvel Legends would you still want? Like, is there anything you think like, damn, they didn't show this?
Well, it's quite a few things they didn't show that people were hoping for.
They did a terrible job making this this Rich Swann. He looks like fucking Kofi Kingston.
Man, it's just the Kofi Kingston head sculpt. That's what that is.
He's got the Kofi Kingston body too.
Kofi Kingston.
That's so West. Kofi Kingston is the bane of your existence. One of the guys on the New Day.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Kingston. He used to be Jamaican and then just kind of stopped. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, he just kind of like they rewrote the fact that he was Jamaican.
Yo, look at those hands on Macho Man, son. It's literally hands painted black. Like, it doesn't look like gloves.
Yeah, it's just painted.
Sheesh. The fuck are they doing over there?
What about the glorious Bobby Roode?
It's just a white screen.
Yeah, that white. He's that glorious, angelic even. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, it was Loco Lou that asked that question, but
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It was quite a few different things that I know people were hoping for. People were hoping to see a Kingpin. I think people were hoping to see Apocalypse. They showed that though.
that's exactly what he wrote was Kingpin.
Yeah, Kingpin for sure.
Yeah, and I think the fact that they did that with Strongman was some. I mean, Strong Guy was some shit. Like that is just some straight up, like hitting the balls.
Well, it was really some like the internet doesn't know everything type shit. Like they really like. It's funny that he really like put so much emphasis on that because damn near everything else though the internet had right already. Though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when you see these lists up on the internet, don't believe it
Don't believe the hype.
because there's definitely no Strong Guy.
What that means to me is that they found the leaker. Whoever it was that was putting out the information, they found him and fired him, and now they feeling themselves.
They took Steven in during his lunch break that he didn't get, and they were like, dude, we saw what you do with the list. We're not making Strong Guy, and you're out of here.
You're out of here, buddy.
Oh, here we go. This is all I need to see. Mean Gene.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
If you want to hear what I got to say, then all these fucking people are gonna have to shut up. Oh, here's the one I was pissed about. Fucking Corey Graves. Come on.
Oh, that looks terrible.
They did my boy dirty.
Do you think that they're going to do a Sasquatch with the Man-Thing Bath? I don't know, but people keep saying that, but I don't want them to reuse those parts. They look like vines.
I don't know. I think that they might use that body for a man ape and the Black Panther wave, maybe if they did man ape. But I don't know. It's such a odd looking body that it's too big for Beast. It's I guess they could rework some of it for a Strong Guy. I don't know, but I don't know. It's an odd looking body, so I don't know who else they could use it for, honestly.
Yeah, there's just a not a very clear-cut answer with what they'll do with it.
One last thing from Mattel, they are doing an actual like Mattel branded to scale ring, and it's based on kind of the new design of the ring. So it's got like would be LED screens on the post and on the ring
Oh
apron.
yeah, the most annoying thing ever, the
Yeah.
damn LED screens.
Yes. So when people get thrown into it, it fucking hurts.
Yeah, because the screen flickers.
Yes.
This was a 500-pound man that was thrown into the post, so it started to flicker. Like, come on, man, what?
And that's just one dude on the button, just like, all right, impact now, flicker.
Flicker it, Steve.
But yeah, it's gonna come with the fucking announcer table and the office chairs for the announcers. So cool. Anyway, let's take some final questions here. What's one baff we would have liked to see? I mean, I said it. Fucking Kingpin, yeah.
Kingpin,
Yeah, I agree.
Doc Ock would have been nice.
Doc Ock.
Doc Ock, baby. Let's go.
Woo!
Woo!
There we go. I can't do it that loud.
A new Mandarin would have been cool, as long as he's got the Fu Manchu going on.
The fact that we don't have a Mandarin is the worst.
A Mr. Sinister. Fucking Bone Crusher, one of the Reavers, the dude with fucking tank treads for legs.
You know who I was honestly expecting to see at this show for whatever reason was Rage.
Rage?
Yeah, the Marvel character. The guy with the luchador mask.
Oh, got you.
It just seemed like such a thing for them to do. I mean, they did it in 3 3/4 inch.
What weren't you talking about? Some like 90? What did they mention about the night? Oh, that's when they introduced the.
The superheroes.
Okay.
That Black Widow was an annoyance. We're already getting her with the bike, man. I don't need her again.
Right.
They were messing around with that one, man. They could have easily put other people from that line, like Magneto or Silver Surfer or something.
Well, somebody asked earlier what we thought of the Ghost Rider from that Riders line.
Oh, that's sick. And the fact that they said that front skull comes off and that you can make the fire smaller by just having the wheels glowing red only. It's pretty sick.
You can remove. He said you can remove that front panel and the fire.
Yeah, it's very cool. So he said you could have a more like a cleaner hell cycle.
Well, you know what you can do is you can do some sort of like panel shots or some transformation shots with the bike and shit like that. So that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, you could put a head sculpt, like a normal head sculpt on him.
Yeah.
The next panel have the skull on and the bike raging. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Don't nobody steal his idea.
What? It's happening. It's gonna happen. So
He's gonna.
I gotta do shit over here, man.
All right, well, that's pretty much it. I don't think we have any more questions coming in. We can start doing some outros.
Well, then fuck the fans.
They're the ones not contributing.
Come on.
Just kidding. I love everybody on my channel.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody logging in. I think this is one of the most viewed podcasts we've had in a minute.
Yeah, we had like 86 people at one point.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in and watching. And as BD Earl just said, yeah, those blister cards on that vintage line for Marvel is definitely going to cut down on the fucking figure swaps and stuff.
Man, and those bastards at the panel already knew. They were like, you guys are going to have to buy 2 of them so you could open one and display one. Like, man, you mother.
Yeah, they was selling that shit hard, weren't they?
Like, get the hell out. You're right, but I don't like that you're right.
I tell you what, they're eating good over there because Dwight and Jesse both gaining weight, so they must be.
You know what? I noticed that the second I saw Dwight.
And Dwight never, in any photo that I've seen, any interview, any nothing, had a face of worry for like the first time ever. He usually got that face of like, man, if I say the wrong thing, they're gonna know that I'm not doing too hot.
Legends are in fucking GameStop and fucking everything. You know, they're selling Mad Legends. There's currently 10 waves out right now.
We're in July right now, and I think we have like 6 waves that came out this year. Absolutely ridiculous.
Ragnarok is still like 4 months away, and we're already getting figures on shelves.
Yeah, it's unreal. We had the X-Men. We had so many waves come out.
Yeah, this is the first time that I'm actually behind. Like I haven't completed the Spider-Man Homecoming wave. I don't have any of the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 wave. I still don't have the Invisible Woman, the Walgreens exclusive.
Fucking Dwight was saying that the Ego 2-pack is not scheduled for another like month or two, and my comic shop has it on hold for me right now.
So too. So yeah, the shit's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna say some plugs real quick. Follow the A.C.B.A. Instagram. That's what you need to do, and like the fan page on
Facebook.
Facebook. I'm sorry.
It's too bad he left. I was gonna say, shout out to Pharaoh for being on the Hasbro panel.
Well, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, the Hasbro had some months back they had asked people to tag Hasbro Toy Pick, and similar to what the Star Wars Black Series line does, where they pick some people's photos and they just pick Johnny Woo's photos every single time and all of Johnny Woo's photos. But they did that for Legends, and apparently they didn't even contact any of the people whose pictures they used. They just grabbed the pictures and showed them, but they used one of Pharaoh's picks. I saw Pharaoh's pick, and I saw Action Figure Noob. He's in the group.
Mm-hmm.
I see maybe like 2 other people were in the group too. But yeah, that was cool. But it'd be nice if they were to contact the people and maybe send them a Legend figure or some shit, like, but it is what it is.
Fucking case. Are you kidding me?
Word, send them a case. So yeah, that was definitely cool. And again, like, this shit is happening across the board with every company. Like, every company is realizing just how popular taking pictures of your toys is. You know what I'm saying? So
honestly, it's like the most consistent. Speaking completely unbiased, I think it's the most consistent Instagram trend that there is. Everything that people do on Instagram kind of falls out eventually. All the girls do the boob bras, you name it. The people with the painful black mask that they take off, but the toy pictures don't disappear.
No, definitely.
And people keep up with it.
Definitely. So, and there's literally endless possibilities. As long as toys keep coming out, there's going to be ideas for pictures. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is.
Get those plugs out the way. We got to go.
So yeah, that was cool. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Who's next?
We have any more giveaways? Didn't you have one more thing?
Well, there is still 2 giveaways going. You can still buy a Dio Structure T-shirt and be entered in this drawing for $50 in Big Bad Toy Store credit and $50 towards credit for a diorama with our figures. So you can go on the A.C.B.A. website, articulatedcomicbookart.com, to buy a Dio Structure T or to pre-order one. And also you can still pre-order the 4-pack of the pigeons if you wanted to get those and use them for your displays or whatever. And you will be entered into a drawing to win a Rebel Tech Spider-Gwen. And we should be doing a drawing for the last folks who purchased the last of the articulated cutouts pack. Those people were entered into a drawing for a basic articulated icons ninja. It's a black ninja, and we should be doing that drawing this week. And shout out to the person who won the 30K giveaway, which was like a really nice prize pack. I forgot who it was.
Yeah, he's actually a friend of mine that I turned on to the A.C.B.A. community through Reddit.
Oh, Terraformer, yes.
Terraformer, yeah. He's a real good dude.
Terraformer, yes. That's a very clever Instagram name. So yeah.
He's done a bunch of dios for Darius that he uses for his reviews. So the dude grinds.
All right, yeah. So that was nice that it's going to go to somebody who's actually, hands-on and doing shit in the community. But he won the 4 2-packs that Diamond put in, that Diamond donated for the contest. So thanks to Zach for that. Did a Spider-Man Homecoming 2-pack, so 4 2-packs. He won the SH Figure Arts Homecoming Spider-Man, the tech suit, and he won the Marvel Legends homemade suit Spider-Man. So
this made out like a bandit. What the hell?
Yeah.
Next time, pick me.
I mean, he won shit that's not even out yet, so he's got to wait for us to get the shit in.
He's gonna have a steady haul coming in over the next few months.
But yeah, he'll have a nice little package coming in. So big shout out to him. So yeah, pay attention to the Instagram, man. We got a lot of shit that we want to give away in the next couple months too. Like we always get and shit. I have a shelf full of shit to give away that's just been piling up too. So we're gonna be doing more giveaways and more giveaways where you don't really gotta like buy shit or do shit. Just giving shit away. I just want to give some shit away. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm talking all the time. Who's that?
Well, they call me Colonel Crackers on Instagram, Reddit, YouTube, and Steam. I've got a sketch show coming up here, actually a week from today, Sunday the 30th at Second City Hollywood at 5:30 p.m. If you're in the area, come check it out. Come say hi. Stay tuned for my interviews with Mezco, Hasbro, and NECA at San Diego Comic-Con. Coming, it's probably next Saturday because we're going to try to bring back A.C.B.A. Saturday for a little special SDCC exclusive episode. And yeah, look forward to that. That's about it for me. What about you, Rick?
Boom. Shit, what's my Instagram? Oh, yeah. Aha! RickDom2345 on Instagram. I'm here on the podcast hopefully every Sunday. And shit, I don't know. I'm going to start posting more toy pictures. I just hate the fact that I have so much and I don't post enough, man. So I'll keep bumping all the good pictures I see on the page and anything I think needs some merit that doesn't have it. And I know I said it last week, but we'll bring back Genki Dama with me and Pancho one day. We'll do it.
All my stuff is Pancheezy, Pancheezey. Most active on Instagram. My work schedule has calmed down a little bit, so I've started to get back into toy photography. Posted something today. Was doing a little bit of toy photography, A.C.B.A. on the podcast as well earlier. So pretty stoked about it. So
yeah, it was live and in effect. He was doing a setup.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. In effect, baby. Getting out of brass tacks. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, keep an eye on my Instagram. I'll start posting more stuff. I'm in the same boat as Rick. I have too much stuff, but I never post it. I'll try to fix that. That's it.
It's happening.
All right, it's time to watch WWE Battleground, the return after 12 long years of the Punjabi prison match.
I'm watching Game of Thrones, and then I'm going to watch, what's it called?
Battleground.
Battleground. There we
Also,
go. I was going to say
Prison.
You guys got to watch fucking Preacher. It's fucking hot this season.
Boom. It is hot. Turn it up to 11.
Whoa.
All right, Boog, sign us out.
It's not even here.
Oh, no.
He did one of those classic
Jewish things.
He did one of those classic I walked away and can't sign us out posts.
Man, I can't wait for American Gods to come back, though, even though it's going to be forever from now. But that was one of my favorite Sunday shows.
You don't watch Game of Thrones, Fabio?
I do not.
Oh, my God, man. You watch?
Neither do I.
Oh, my. Oh, well, you don't count.
What the fuck does that mean?
You like Asian things.
This is a little too Western gritty fantasy for you.
But I like Westworld.
Westworld was the shit.
Well, then you do count. You're both hey, man, I went through many years of JC giving me shit for not watching Game of Thrones, and I told him, dude, I don't need to watch it. I watched the first 2 episodes, and I was like, what have I done? I ruined my life by not watching this when everyone told me I should.
Shit. Just missed the boat.
Preacher's fucking really good, though. The Saint of Killers is fucking fierce.
Fierce, baby.
Oh, yeah, somebody said in the comments, Ballers is really good, too. If you don't, man, Ballers is pretty damn good.
What's our photo of the week on the group page? It's got to be my articulated icons haul.
Was it voted already?
I think he means on the A.C.B.A. Facebook group, but if we're talking plastic and paint, then it's got to be my pick.
Jesus.
I just want to see more shirtless Fabio.
You don't even see any shirtless Fabio. I'm covered up to my neck in action figure boxes.
Oh.
I'm drinking my water like Darius suggests.
Drink that water.
Drink more water. Oh, yeah, shout out to Darius for possibly getting me something at the con. We'll see how it ends up turning out once he gets home.
Possible shout out to Darius.
Also, if anybody wants that.
I know how crazy that con is, so if he can't get me it, I'll understand. it's crazy over there sometimes. So
Yeah, and today's the last day, so
Yeah.
time is running out.
All right, we out of
Also,
here.
if
Sorry.
anybody wants that Keiyo Ken Goku, hit me up. I got one for sale.
and it's not cheap.
It's not. But I had to stand in line. I had to borrow somebody else's
Sell it,
pad.
Fabio. Sell it.
And he used his gas money too.
That's true. I drove all the way out there without even thinking I was going to get it.
Pay for those bean and cheese burritos from Taco Bell. Not him. I'll tell you that's not him.
All right, until next week, y'all. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Bye. See ya.